Hey, what's up? Good morning. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Happy hump day. Happy hump day, everybody. Hope y'all doing well. Good morning and good morning. Let me get my stuff set up here, child. Good morning and good morning. How y'all doing? Can y'all see me good? Can y'all hear me good? Can y'all see me and hear me good? Thank y'all for being here. Hello and hello. Let me get a setting right here, guys. Hold on. All right, let's see. Let me get my settings right, child, because listen. Yeah, we good there. All right. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everything go well, because child. Listen, it's crazy how StreamYard be acting, but hopefully we can get through it without any issues like we had yesterday. But we're gonna forge ahead on, honey. We're gonna forge ahead. Good morning, happy Wednesday to everybody. Let's go ahead and speak so we can get on into the show. Mary Giles is first. I see you. I see you. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, Sheila Washington. Good morning, Erica Butler, Reba 0616, Carla Johnson. Good morning, Dolores Campbell, SD Warren, Canadian Queen. Good morning. Big Steak, good morning. Sister Soldier, good morning. Bridget J, good morning. Erica Rogers, good morning. Deborah Johnson, Gail West, Deborah Banks, good morning. Truth TV Podcast, that's my mod, and she's also a content creator. Delilah T, Katrina Middleton, good morning. Overcomer, I Am 6, good morning. Nikki B, good morning. Desiree RL. April R in Virgo, yes, good morning. Mary Giles again, good morning. Good morning, Bernadette. Good morning, Modinia Davis. Good morning. Good morning, Purple Unicorn. That is a content creator. You guys check her out. Let me go ahead and there we go. So I know. Immaculate Davis, good morning. Essence Tender One, good morning. Mashonda Jackson, AA Notary Services. Yes, honey, get on over and get your notary done. All right, good morning to everybody. Simple Mom and Family TV. Yes, and Family TV. Are you a content creator? I think this is my first time seeing you. I may be wrong. I said, good morning, Rail and fam. Are you a content creator, Simple Mom? Let me know. If not, thank you for being in the building as well. Nikki B, I see you again. Aretha Johnson, good morning. I don't know why I got a tongue twister this morning, but good morning. All right, let's get into our show because we have one. Good morning, Felicia. Good morning, Angela Cuff. Good morning. Good morning. So we got all our good mornings out the way as you guys are coming in. If I missed your name, good morning to everybody. Okay. We got a great show lined up for you guys. Brown Eyes, I see you in the building. Good morning. All right, let's get into our show. Good morning, G Mom, Liz. Good morning. Let's get started. Everything said in the video is a legend, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. I see you, Canadian Queen says, love you, Rail. Love you, Rail. You make my day better. Aw. I try. Okay. I'm happy that I could do that for you. Thank you for coming into the show. All right. Hopefully everyone hit the like button. I appreciate you. All right. Let's get into our show. Politics out of the way first, and then we get into the mess. That's how we do it over here, child. All right. Trump is still out here trumping, of course. So Trump speaks on Biden's prostate cancer diagnosis again. Now, when you already wished him well, that's all you needed to say. Why you got to keep harping on it and having a moment? I'm not sure why. But he said that somebody's not telling the facts. He says that I'm surprised the public wasn't notified a long time ago. Well, he could tell when he got prostate cancer or if he has prostate cancer when he gets ready. That's not something he has to do. Thankfully he shared it. Okay. He shared it because he felt like he wanted to. But at the end of the day, you know, why does it matter to you? You have other things. Since you chose to be president and worm your way up in office, I think you should be focusing on the things that need to be handled. Like why you're laying millions of people off from work, like why you're more focused on immigrants being deported up out of here and trying to pay them to leave versus you got homeless people laying on the streets without a fucking dime in their pocket or food to eat or shelter over their head, but you focused on the wrong things. Okay. Again, prayers to President Biden, child. And Trump, fuck you. Let's get into this.
Being diagnosed with cancer, are you going to call your predecessor?
I think it's very sad, actually. I'm surprised that it wasn't, the public wasn't notified a long time ago, because to get to stage 9, that's a long time. I just had my physical. You saw that. You saw the results of that particular test. I think that test is standard to pretty much anybody getting a physical, good physical. We had the doctors at the White House and over at Walter Reed, which is a fantastic hospital. do it. I did a very complete physical, including cognitive tests. I'm proud to announce I aced it. Got them all. I got them all right.
Bitch.
You proud of me? Yes. Your husband would be proud of me for getting them all right.
President Biden being diagnosed with cancer, are you going to call?
This bitch says stage 9. I didn't even know the stages went up that high. Stage 9. This why his ass don't need to be in office, because he just making up stages of cancer at this point. This is dumb as fuck. Stage 9, he'd have been gone. Like, bitch, what? Anybody ever heard of stage 9? Damn, he named it like his levels, like a game, like his level. Like, I got the stage 9, and like, nigga, no. He's so damn dumb. I ain't never seen a president so dumb. I ain't even gonna stay on this stupid shit. Like stage 9, and he didn't have to announce this until he was ready. Okay. Now another person who is sick of Trump and calling him out, honey, comedian D.L. Hughley. Let's get into it, child. Child. I was like, Lord, stage 9. Who ever heard of that? With stage 9, baby, you already done saw the king at stage 9. Baby, you done passed the pearly gates. You done got your wings. You in there sipping on milk and honey. You in there with your feet kicked up talking to the Lord at stage 9, bitch. What? 9? I ain't never heard of that. Go off, Trump, honey. Please go off, because ain't nobody ever heard of that. He is such an idiot. You such a nut bush. Okay, you are such a nut bush. Let's move on, child. D.L. Hughley is on my screen, Lord. All right, so D.L. Hughley blasts Trump's foreign policy and said that he rewards whoever gives him what he wants does. Said that America's reputation is up for sale. Ooh, that's a good way to look at it. Let's get into it. Now, comedian D.L. Hughley is calling out Trump, and he says in a recent appearance on TMZ Live, shout out to them and the Jasmine brand, Hughley criticizes Trump's Middle East tour, during which he reportedly secured investment pledges from Saudi Arabia and Qatar. It says that he rewards whoever gives him a jet or builds him a hotel. Hughley says, it says it's slamming the president's allegedly self-serving agenda, and that's exactly what it is. It's a power trip and a self-serving agenda. It says that the controversy intensified with Qatar's offer of a $400 million Boeing 747-8 jet intended for use as Air Force One, an act critics say may violate the Constitution's emoluments clause. Now, Qatar's prime minister has denied any impropriety. Well, I can't say that. Impropriety, okay, though it's unclear if Trump will accept the plane. Now it says that Hughley continued by saying that he's going to take off the top of and whatever Americans gets, then asserting that Trump approaches degrades longstanding alliances. Okay, so I feel like he's skimming some money off the top is what DL is trying to say. Said that he also labeled Trump's terrorist tactics juvenile and his policy knowledge rudimentary, ultimately declaring rather that America's reputation is up for sale. All right, what y'all think about what he said? He's speaking right. I feel like Trump being in office again was a whole power trip, and I feel like he's making decisions based on the fact that he feels he has such power, and that he can get away with stuff. Let's not forget, we are sitting looking at a whole felon running the office, running the country, and he's making decisions that are not great for the American people, and it's sickening, and we still got to deal with it. We only in the beginning stages of his presidency, and it's so fucking sad that there's nothing that can be done except impeachment, at which we know someone's already filed some impeachment papers against him. So we're gonna see what comes of that, because I don't think we can do a whole term with him. Like, he really needs to get out of office than somebody else. I would rather Kamala, maybe stepped up for Biden. Maybe Biden should have just stayed in there and maybe ran again or some shit like that. And if he decided to step down, then that would have gone and pushed Kamala into the office, honey, to where she can run some shit. Because I feel like she might have done better and made better decisions than Trump, because given what we see right now, baby, no. We're seeing things that's never, ever happened ever in life or in the history of presidency with his ass being in office again. I mean, planes falling, earthquakes in damn Atlanta, Georgia. I'm blaming him. I am blaming Trump. Damn ships crashing into shit in the ocean. Like, yeah. We never had no shit like that until he got into office. So yeah, totally, I feel like it's his fault. I really do. And I know that's petty. And I know we can't blame him for everything, but bitch, I'm blaming him for everything. Okay. I'm blaming him for everything. I'm blaming him for it raining every damn day here because I got shit to do. I'm blaming Trump. It's Trump's fault. But let's get on with the show, child. Okay. Let's move on. All right, so this 72-year-old mother, honey, is arrested after pounding her son in the stomach because he was too loud while playing the game. Now, y'all know how people get on the game, honey. I know because I got 2 in my house to play the game, and baby, they be trash talking and be loud. I have to tell my husband sometimes, baby, like, okay, because he be loud, trash talking, and child, they be so into the game they don't realize it. But this mama here was not going up for it, honey, and she was like, hold on, let me go ahead and get my piece. Damn it, so I can get some peace. Let me go get my peace so I can get some peace up in here. Let's get into it.
Bars accused of shooting her 38-year-old son.
This all started following an argument over him playing video games. Fox 10's Lauren Clark joins us live with who called 911.
Yeah, John and Ellen, that's the interesting part of this entire crime. According to Mesa PD, it was actually the mother who dialed 911, admitted that she shot her son, and also admitted to throwing the gun into the canal.
I can't imagine his mother shooting him.
Neighbors are floored nearly 2 days after a crime scene unfolded outside their homes. Their next door neighbor, 72-year-old Hazel Benson, sat in handcuffs outside her home in the 55 and older community as cops collected evidence inside. According to police, it began Saturday night around 9 p.m.
I heard the 3 gunshots. I heard boom, boom, boom. It seemed like it was 3 in a row.
Soon after, Chris Hammond next door saw the glow of red and blue police lights. Once in custody, officers say Benson admitted to shooting her son. She said it began with a fight over video games. Her son was being noisy while playing, and she got upset. He then went out for a walk to calm down. Once he returned, Benson tried to keep him out of the home. That's when she told police he lunged at her with clenched fists, and she fired. Her son was shot in the stomach, but is expected to recover. A violent act neighbors never expected.
She kept her home always beautiful. Never any incidents ever before. Never, ever.
It's such a tragedy.
And Benson is currently facing multiple charges, including aggravated assault. She is also being held on a $75,000 secured bond. Reporting live here in Mesa, Lauren Clark.
Woman's behind bars accused.
Mama's an OG, ain't she? Now, if he lunged at her, she could use a self-defense, She could use self-defense as a reason for doing what she did. I don't ever see ever getting that upset at my child or anybody like that in my family where I'm going to pull my weapon on them and pow them, unless they're trying to take my life or something like that. And then, even then, I'm still going to be like, hey, trying to talk them down because I don't want to do that because that's family. But damn, your own son and it's giving, y'all know 9 p.m. Old people, 72, baby, she ready to go to bed. She don't want to hear that shit. That she was already irritated. Okay, feel me. If you ready to go to bed, you do not want to hear somebody hollering on the game. What? Hold up. You know how they be on the game. Hold up. Why you do that? Oh, hell no. You don't want to hear that at 9 p.m. Mama is 72, honey, in Arizona. And it's hot as fuck, so she ready to go to bed. She don't want to hear nobody hollering on no damn game. And and why the hell you still staying with mama at 38 years old? You should have had your own place. And mama tell you to quiet down. That's what the you do. You in her house on the damn game like you running something. 38, nigga, get your own place. When mama tell you shut that shit down, you should have been respectful and cut that damn game off or turned it down or put your headset on, nigga, at 8 p.m. so mama can get her ass in the bed and get her rest because she's gonna be up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning any damn way. Old people don't like a lot of noise. Your grandma, when you go, I know when we used to go to my grandmother's house when I was younger, me and my cousins, she ain't like all that damn noise. She said, y'all get out there in the yard. Y'all go out there and run around and get that aggression out. Go get on y'all bike. Get out of here. Get out of here. You want to get some water? You better cut on that faucet. Grandma don't want to hear that mess. She don't want to hear that noise. People get older. The older you get, your tolerance level for noise and irritation becomes very small. And it'll make you snap on a bitch. Shit. Okay. I'm in my late 40s and sometimes I don't want to hear that shit. So I know mama at 72 was like feeling away. But it says that authorities say that the drama took place around 9 p.m., honey, on May the 17th when police arrived at the scene. They found a 38-year-old man pop out in the stomach. It says that he was rushed to the hospital and the injury was determined to be not life-threatening. Thank God, okay? because she'd been looking at another charge. But the fact that she then went through the pow in the canal, she might get a charge for that, for hiding the evidence and all of that type of stuff, child. But Mama was tired. Mama sounded like she was really tired and pissed off. All right. So according to Fox 10 News, it says that the son originally grew angry after a back and forth with the mother over the noise level. So you talking back to your mama. What the Bible tell you? Okay. Honor your mother and father so your days will be long. See, Mama let you know. I control how long your days be. I brought you here and I'll take you out. You know, that's what black mamas tell you that shit. When you get on their nerves, I brought you up in this bitch and I will take you the fuck out of here. Now you in my damn house. How you gonna argue with me in my house? Her Social Security paying the damn bills. He probably don't have a damn job. Said that he went for a walk to cool down, and when he came back, it says that his mother refused to let him back in the house, as she should. That's her house. That's her house. Okay. You sleep on the porch. If you can't be quiet, go out there and get you one of them pillows out. Get you a pillow, honey. I'll throw your pillow out here. Get your ass out there on the porch and go sleep. All right, says that police say that Hazel claimed that he came at her with a closed fist. So she pow. Okay, she let off on his ass. And hey, I ain't even mad. I ain't mad. You don't raise your hand to your mama, honey. So mama did what she had to do, and she looked like a G. And thankfully, she already braided to the back. So mama already on ready. See, she already got her braids in. Mama already knew what was about to go down. Soon as he started hollering at her, she told his ass the first time, then turn that damn game down and be quiet. And he yelled back at her. Mama went ahead and braided her shit up because she already knew she was about to snap off on his ass. So I ain't mad at you, mama. I ain't even mad. Mama went back there and put them braids in because she said, I know where this shit going. Let me go on back in right quick. Yep. You go on and get these 4 to the bike. Let's get on it because I already know where this shit going. All right. That's what you got to do, honey. When you see your mama braiding her shit up, you just know it's about to be a pop-off, okay? Talk back to your mama. You see mama braiding her hair, she about to get in your ass. You better know it, all right? I'm gonna do that shit. The next time I tell my son to do something, if he ever give me that look, I'm be like, all right, hold on. You see that shit there? You already know what it's about to be, okay? A windmill across your damn forehead. All right, let's continue. Sometimes you just gotta pop off on a bitch. That's all. Okay. Yeah, old people can pop off too. Let's get into a child. So the male escort, honey, Diddy's male escort reveals that he wrote a book about his erectile dysfunction. Child, who's out here writing books about that? I couldn't. Once upon a time, I couldn't get it up. Okay. I took my blue pill, the end. Is that what that shit was about? Girl, bye. Who was out here writing a book about erectile dysfunction? I couldn't get my thing up, you know. I'm trying to do an FO over there with Diddy and them, but I couldn't get my shit up. So yeah, I'm gonna write a book about it. Girl, bye. So he mentions instances that he couldn't perform in the freak offs with Diddy and Cassie. Now I told y'all that I did a little digging, and they were saying that these guys, these male escorts who were hired to come over and do these freak offs, that they had to complete the freak off. And to complete the freak off, meaning some of them lasted for days, but in order to complete the freak off, he had to like relieve himself. Like at the end, y'all know the old face, okay, when you're facing, you know how your man look, child. That at the end. Okay, when he's relieving himself. All right, so you got to get to that point, and when he get to that point, okay, it was said that Diddy likes for the DNA. Let's say it that way, because I got to be clean about it. Diddy likes for the DNA to be rubbed on his nipple area. Okay, that's some nasty shit. Okay, just from random people y'all done met on the internet, Craigslist and everywhere else. So these men coming in here sleeping with Cassie, and when they get ready to relieve themselves, if they do it on her, or in her rather, she has to squat over Diddy and release it on his chest area, because he like to do this shit here when she releasing them. Just some crazy shit. I was like, but anyway, or if he decides to pull out, then he will put it on Diddy. Y'all get that? Just crazy shit. I was like, what the? Y'all don't got nothing else to do with y'all time. This is what y'all had to do with y'all time today. But it says that the book title, child, the book title, shout out to the Shade Room. The book title says, In Search of Freezer Meat. Because y'all know freezer meat is hard as fuck. Okay. So he was searching for that freezer meat out here. So it says that a story of a male mental health crisis caused by erectile dysfunction. And the only true cure no one is talking about is a penis implant, child. Lord, now y'all know Chad Ochocinco got that. Because they said he about 10 inches now. Did y'all know that he had like a he got an implant, but he also got it where he got his thing, stretched out. So he bigger now. Because K. Michelle said she was not, when she saw that thing, she was like, no, you ain't about to give me scoliosis in this bitch. So yeah, she was like, you ain't about to go up in me and tap my damn spinal cord and have me out here with spinal bifida or scoliosis. So she said, yeah, she had a board mission with Chad Ochocinco because he got too much meat down there. But this man, he said he want freezer meat, child. He wanted his thing to be harder than freezer meat, Lord. So now I feel like I might want to buy this book because now I'm nosy. It sounds like it might be a good read, but let's get into it, child. Ooh. But that's him, child. And his name, girl, his name, because he's an exotic dancer. So he was hired. His name is the Punisher. Okay. I don't know about you, but if nigga tell me his name is the Punisher, that means he about to beat that meat up. Okay, he gonna beat that shit up. I don't know. You're gonna be calling on the Lord for real. His name is the Punisher. But let's get into it, child. Oh Lord. I got hot right quick. Hold on. Where my church? Where my fan? Where my fan? Let me give me a fan right quick, Lord, because I feel like this here gonna be. I feel like this topic here gonna send me, child. Let me get my fan ready, child. Baby, let me get my fan, honey. Where's the Martin Luther King fan when you need it, Lord? All right, hold on. All right, let's continue. Jesus. I feel like I'm gonna get hot. Talking about this shit. All right, so Hayes, honey, his name is Hayes. Said Hayes reveals performance issues in direct testimony to prosecutors, girl. Now, what is that? Ayasa says, did you ever have any difficulty creating the scene for Mr. Combs? Hayes, which is the Punisher, honey, says that yes, at times I experienced anxiety and some sexual pressure within myself. So there were moments that I could struggle with getting and maintaining an erection. It says that so there were times that I experienced those issues. Okay. This is his testimony. All right, so it's Donaldson, which is the attorney says that congratulations on your book, okay, about this hard meat. What's the title again with his nasty ass? You already heard him the first time. He ready to go out there and buy the book with his nasty ass. Now Hayes then says, in search of freezer meat, okay, like you put meat in the freezer, like freezer meat, that type, okay. So Donaldson, which is the attorney, then says, in search of freezer, as in hard meat. See, he want to talk about meat. It sounds like you want to have a moment with the Punisher attorney. That's what it gives. So Hayes, okay, which is the Punisher, says, what's harder than freezer meat, child? Imagine talking about that in court. I know the jurors were like, what the fuck did we sign up for? I'm talking about damn freezer meat. All right, so let's get into it, child, because child. Now I want to read the book. Okay, so Sheree Hayes, okay. Sheree Hayes took to the stand on Tuesday in Diddy's SEX trafficking and racketeering trial, revealing that he's one of the men that Cassie and Diddy frequently hired to participate in freak-offs. Now, during his time on the stand, Hayes, child, also known as the Punisher, revealed that he would sometimes experience erectile dysfunction during the encounters, often due to Diddy's being present, okay? It says that he told prosecutors that he wrote a self-help book about his condition and spent about 6 pages of the text detailing some of his encounters with Diddy and Cassie. So Cassie's mentioned in his book. Damn. So that while trying to maintain privacy for the two stars. So Diddy would be right there, child, like this. Okay, now hold a leg up. Because they said he was orchestrating said FOs. Okay, so while they were in the middle of having their sessions, Diddy would be right there like this, filming the whole thing and getting down in between there until, okay, now hold a leg up. Now you get behind her and you get right here, and Cassie, you hold her mouth open, and like he was doing that, like he was directing these scenes. All right. So it goes on to say that I did it based on my original interaction with them. Said that my point of writing the story was really to speak on my anxiety in the moment, not necessarily the details of the encounter. I would imagine it would be hard for him to keep an erection because Diddy, he gives me that he'll be dancing and doing all this extra shit, okay? Because he already high, so he really out of his mind, okay? He's really out of his mind because he's on the pink cocaine, ecstasy, and all these other things because he just like, you know, because he already just seemed like he can't stop moving, kind of like a Marion. When you see a Marion, he always here with it. Okay, so Diddy, you know, he always Diddy bopping, child. So imagine trying to keep an erection and keep your mind here and pleasing the person that you're trying to have this FO with, and Diddy ass over there with the camera in one hand, and he over there Diddy bopping and doing this shit here. That is a lot to try to keep your focus when all this is going on over here. So he filmed all encounters, and that had to be in, you know, that had to be too much. If you try to, you really don't want another person in the room. If you try to give, you know, that good old Anita Baker type of love, honey, the best that you got, you trying to make your old faces, and you know, a lot of times you know, Or am I telling on myself? Hold on. But yeah, your face don't be looking like regular look, because you got to look a certain type of way, and you're making sounds, and you got to pull your leg a certain way, and you got to roll your bike just right and all that. So you don't really want nobody in the room seeing all these moments. You don't want nobody to see everybody's don't supposed to see your old face. Okay. Everybody don't supposed to see your old face. So this is why he could not keep it up. Okay, because y'all know exotic dancers, they got on these little, these little G-strings and stuff, and that's what you see. I done saw, few little, exotic dancers a time or two. Okay, I done been to a few events or whatever, and exotic dancers, they gotta be bang, they gotta be like that, right? Say real, you crazy, but yeah, they gotta be like bang, they gotta be hard, like freezer meat, girl, like that. So you can't have no damn G-string in your shit like that. That ain't sexy. It's gotta be bang. It's gotta be like that. Okay. So he wrote a book about it, girl. So he wrote a book. I don't know. Is it on Amazon? I'm gonna go see. But Diddy's defense team asked for clarity on Hayes' book, confirming the title and that Hayes did not directly name Diddy and Cassie in the text. So he changed the names. Great. Because I was like, damn, Cassie ain't gonna never escape this shit. Like, imagine trying to move on with your life. It's in a whole book out there with your name in it by freezer meat, child. Imagine that. So hopefully Cassie can move on past all of this after this damn trial. She got kids who gonna grow up and hear all these raggedy details about her mama, or about their mama child, in all these weird positions with all these men. Now, so far, 13 men have been asked to testify. Now, imagine how many men is being in a 10-year span if you have FOs every freaking week, every freaking day, and every freaking night. You freaking every freaking day and night, okay? But so imagine how many men that would have to be. Only 13 of the 10-year span have come forward and have been made to testify about their experiences in this situation. And I know why they're doing this, because they're trying to make a stronger prostitution claim here, because that's what Diddy is being tried for. Okay, RICO, sex trafficking, prostitution. So this is exactly what it is, because anytime you exchange money for sex, that's exactly what it is. So I don't know if anybody out there doing that, honey. If you wake up, honey, and you don't roll your back real good and you look over there on the dresser, that might be some prostitution. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if y'all talked about a fee. Okay, if somebody's supposed to come over there and throw your back out, honey, and y'all talked about a fee and they leave that money on the dresser and get dressed like on Boomerang and they leave, then you might be a prostitute and you don't know it. Just to let you know, okay? Moving on, child. Put my money in my hand. Don't leave it on the dresser, because I feel a little disrespected, child. What the fuck is this? Like, child, when you made me a prostitute and I ain't even know. Like, give me my money in my hand, baby. Don't put my shit on the dresser. Put it in my hand, because I don't play them kind of games. No, sir. No, sir. All right, so let's continue, honey. Let's continue, because Ty Young, the woman snatcher, has responded after all these people have talked about Ty. Y'all know she is on this season of Basketball Wives, and Ty, honey, is the woman stealer. She used to date Mimi Fox from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and Mimi called her opportunist on Carlos King Messy Mondays, and and now Ty Young has responded. Y'all know Drew Sidor. We did an interview with Carlos King yesterday, and we actually looked at that. It was a pretty good interview. She, she is an actress, honey, because she can cry on cue. I saw a bunch of that going on. I said, girl. But anyway, so it was alleged that Drew Sidor had some type of situationship with Ty Young, as you guys can see on my screen right here when my mouse is moving. Okay. And as you guys know, Ralph Pittman, which is Drew's almost ex-husband, says that Ralph, the reason that he filed for divorce is because of Ty Young having some type of inappropriate situation with Drew. Drew never gave a definitive answer in terms of when Carlos asked her, did you and Ty have any type of relationship going on? Did y'all have any type of sexual interaction or whatever? Drew gave the long answer and beat around the whole damn mulberry bush. She just didn't come out and give a no. Okay, she kind of talked around it, so which kind of let me know some things happened. She did say that there was a lot of flirtation going on. So if you know how Ty Young is, and not that I know her personally, but her given her track record, that's how it starts, with a little flirtation, and then you kind of go from the flirtation to see how far you can go past the flirtation, and it may be a little touching, and then after a little touching, and she see that okay, touching is okay. I flirted with her, she let that get by. I touched her a little bit, she let that get by. Now let me lean in for a kiss. Y'all know everything kind of pop off after a kiss. Okay. That's how things happen. Okay, you talk that little shit. Okay, you be like, oh my God, you said that to me. Oh my God, I like that. And then they go from the rubbing on your leg. Y'all know how it start, women, and everybody here grown. Y'all know how it start, girl. Like, oh, I like them clothes. Oh, I like the way your breasts sit up in that shirt, girl. Oh my God, you know, like that. And then they rub your leg, or they, you know, come behind your neck or rub you like this right here, you know, or something like that. And you be like, oh, okay. Do y'all have that little silly laugh when y'all like that? Do y'all, or it's just me? That little fake silly laugh. Oh my God. And then she was like, oh, okay, so she like that. So let me go, you know, let me lean in for the kiss. And then they grab your face like this and pull you close and then kiss you. And because Drew seemed like she liked that. Okay, so yeah, they were seen holding hands, and like I said, Ty was on the set of the movie The Past with Drew, because you know she was getting licked up and down, and then she was getting carpet munched on the movie The Past. So I feel like they may have had something going on. They just don't want to talk about it. But let's get into what Ty had to say in response to what Mimi had to say about her. All right, so Ty says that I pray that I never become this miserable when I get in my 50s. Damn, that's a read. Says that shaking my head, I've never spoke ill on Illuminati, child. That's her name. Oh, child, who named you that? Mimi. We're gonna call you Mimi, child. No one they call you Mimi. Illuminati, that sounds like some shit you grew on your feet. After she's done. Okay. So damn. So this person responds by saying that Ty is making the rounds. Said Ty making the rounds is diabolical. Said that what exactly is this called? Said they could have sworn that you have over a decade career that's based on actual talent. Okay, now she is a basketball player. She is now a coach for a basketball team. Okay, so yes, for a women's basketball team, and I'm pretty sure she enjoys her job, sitting back and watching all these girls in these little basketball shorts. Child, she'd be like, okay. So Ty then responds, saying it's a smear Ty, it's a smear Ty name campaign. Said that them two been doing since we broke up years ago. So she's saying that Mimi is upset and maybe bitter that they broke up, and so now she's trying to have this smear campaign on her name, maybe because she want that old thing back. Y'all know sometimes when you be married with the person, mad at the person that you broke up with, you be saying all kind of shit about them. Some stuff be true, some stuff not. Okay, women, our go-to always is when we break up with our nigga and we mad at him, especially if he hurry up and do a rebound and get somebody else's. His dick is little. That's why your dick is little. That's why you couldn't make me come. That's why you know, it's always that. Women, we always be reckless like that when we mad at our man, when they break up with us and they ain't with us no more, and we see them with somebody else. So it's now you got to tell everybody his thing is small and he couldn't keep it up. Okay, when you know he was fully throwing your back out and making you call him Lord. So let's get into what Ty had to say, child, because she was not done. Okay.
My ex and that lady been trying to drag me since we broke up. This just shows their misery and not mine. I don't got nothing to do with that. Okay. Let them live their best life. That don't even worry about it. It's so irrelevant. Like whatever podcast or whatever they had is irrelevant. We've been broken up almost 3 years. Child. Pish posh. Child, my ex and that lady been trying to drag me since we broke up. This just shows their misery and not mine. I don't got nothing to do with that. Let them live their best life. That don't even worry about it.
So Ty pretty much that's saying I don't really give a hot damn about how she feels or what she has to say. Like I ain't worried about that. I'm moving forward in my life, and I'm about to go on and trick off on the next person. So stay tuned and keep watching. That's pretty much what she's saying. She don't care about what Mimi has to say. All right, moving on, child. Why I thought I moved that over. Oh my God. Let's see. I thought I was done with Diddy news. Oh my God. I meant to move that over. But let's get into it, child. We're back into Diddy news. I thought I was done with Diddy. Anywho and anyway, let's move on, child. All right. So week 2, honey. Week 2, day 2. So we're gonna get caught up on what was missed in this damn Diddy trial. For those of you that's been missing out on what's been going on in the Diddy trial, testimonies and all of that. If you follow me, then you know that I covered everything, all testimonies and everything that's been said, done, and whatever in this damn Diddy trial. So we're going to get into it. We're going to read on what's going on. All right. All right. So Diddy's ex-assistant, David James, continues his testimony. Okay. It says that the male diner incident. Now, this is the one I think where Suge Knight was mentioned. Okay, let's get into it. David claims that he saw Suge Knight outside a male's diner in LA. After greeting him, he walked in with Diddy's bodyguard, D-Rock. Okay, it said that moments later, 3 SUVs pulled up and someone allegedly handed Suge a pow-pow. Now, it said that D-Rock told David that they needed to leave immediately. So that's great that he warned him because it was about to go down. It says that they rushed to Diddy's home, says that where Diddy and Cassie were in a heated argument always. Now, it said that afterwards, says that Diddy allegedly left with David and security. Says that armed with 3 pow-pows, circling the block looking for Suge. It says that Dave says that he didn't previously tell the government to avoid self-incrimination, okay? That could hurt you a little bit. Now, I said immunity status. It said that when asked if he had immunity, he responded, "I'm not sure." So, running errands for Diddy, it says that David says that he routinely picked up the drugianas, including Percocet, under his own name without realizing it. It says that he also fetched condoms, baby oil, Estroglide, used for men die, and more. Oh, just for men die. I'm sorry, just for men die and more. So, see, that's why Diddy's all gray now. This is why Diddy is fully gray now, beard and hair, because he been using that just for men die. Okay. Yeah. So I showed you guys a recent picture of Diddy and how he looks now. He's all gray. They said you would not recognize him. He's all gray because he's been using that damn just for men die. He ain't been able to get that in the prison. So yeah. So the old boy been picking up Estroglide, condoms, baby oil, just for men die, and what else? The cocaine and all that, child. Percocets and all that. So it said that Obama branded drugs. So they were saying that he was taking some type of drugs that was shaped like Obama's face. They said that he recalled a dealer who supplied drugs stamped with Obama's face, y'all. Okay. Now, the expense rule, it says that David was instructed to never charge purchases to bad boy business accounts, that everything had to be paid in cash. See, they were trying to hide what they were doing, and that he'd get reimbursed later. So whatever he would spend, he would keep a receipt, turn it into bad boy. They would then give him the reimbursement on that. So he had to pay for that. So then you would have none of this tracked back to bad boy or any of Diddy's businesses, just like Diddy has all of his businesses and everything that he's ever obtained in his mama name. So he don't want nothing tracked back to him. So he got everybody else taking the fall and putting shit in their name. And yeah, that's the same shit R. Kelly was doing, if y'all didn't know. Okay. I said these cases are so similar because I covered R. Kelly's case as well. R. Kelly wanted nothing in his name. So that's why they're calling this a RICO trial, because other people are involved in terms of helping this case or helping this crime along. That's why I said there's several people involved. You got this person called himself the hold on. He's Diddy's of course bodyguards, assistant. So he's calling himself the assistant. Okay, so there's an assistant, there's a bodyguard, there's this person, that person, a runner. Y'all know they have runners, which they call runners. R. Kelly had runners as well. When he locked the girls in the room, they had to talk to the runners in terms to go get food. Say, hey, I want to eat this today. I want pizza today. They had to knock on the door a certain amount of times, and the runners would go and fetch whatever they needed. So this person here was a runner. Assistant, they call him assistant, but it's the same thing. Assistant, runner, same shit. You're going to get whatever is needed, and you're putting all that shit in your name. See, Diddy's drugs are being put in. That's illegal. That is illegal alone. So you just admitted to a crime where you are putting drugs for someone else in your name and going and picking them up, and you saying you didn't know about it. I digress, because you didn't look down at the package when you picked it up, because all the drugs, if you guys know, is going to be in a bag. It's going to have the person's name on the front and what the drug is and the dosage and how often you're supposed to take it. All of that is going to be on the bag. So I doubt that you never look down and say, oh, what my name doing on here? Lies. Okay. So yeah. You are part of the RICO as well. So they're slowly putting their case together. So now you just admitted to being a part of this RICO, which is what Diddy is also being charged with. Yes, get into it. All right, so expense rules says that David was instructed to never charge purchases, like I said, to the bad boy account, to put everything in his name. He will be reimbursed. Lie detector test and searches says that Diddy allegedly forced David to take a lie detector test and even searched him. Said that David once got in trouble just for smoking weed at his house. Child, after you got cocaine and pink everything up in here, child, drugs and child, bye. But okay, so disturbing hotel room encounter said that once after being told to deliver an iPod to Diddy's hotel room, David says that he found Cassie unconscious on the bed and a naked man with long hair with a very large endowment fleeing the room. So there was a FO. If you guys did not know that, okay, so Cassie was out of it, meaning she was, unconscious, whatever drugs she took, and she was being taken advantage of, and that's how Diddy wanted her. He wanted her out of it, and whatever drugs he had her taking at the time. So that would be called R wording, because if I did not give you consent to have sexually explicit whatever with me, then that would be called R wording me. Okay, so Diddy, you are a part of that. But she was left alone in this room with this would be a stranger, because mind you, these people were picked out on social media platforms, okay, dating sites. So they ain't know who this person could have did anything to her. They could have unalived her. So imagine her being unconscious. This is crazy. Lord, thank you for covering Cassie from all the things that could have happened to her. Let me just go ahead and say that, because this is so dangerous. This is dangerous. All right. They said, and a naked man with long hair and a very large endowment fleeing the room. So once this assistant came in the room to bring this iPad, which was ordered for him to do, the person that was in there with the FO, whatever he just did to Cassie, got up and left the room. Says that Diddy was allegedly in the shower. Y'all get into that? Said that Chef Jordan incident, all right, says that David attempted to grabbing Diddy's female chef by both wrists during an argument. Says it told her to stay in her fucking lane after fleeing. Oh, I remember reading about that, because she was also assaulted by Diddy as well. Did y'all know that? Yeah, we're gonna get into that. So it says that told her to stay in her lane after feeling like she was trying to tell him how to do his job. Says also claims that Diddy allegedly asked him to file a false police report claiming that she had assaulted him. And says that David said that he lied and told Diddy that the report was filed. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of incrimination going on here. Now, this same woman, okay, Jordan, because I remember reading about her and I saw videos about her, and she did a statement as well saying that Diddy assaulted her. He hit her so hard that she went flying and she had to catch herself because she got into an alleged assault situation between Diddy and Cassie. So Cassie was being assaulted by Diddy, and the chef spoke up and said something, and Diddy turned his rage towards her and hit her so hard that she went flying. And when she said that she was going to the police on him, then he tried to offer her all these gifts and more money and all that to stay and keep quiet. Okay. Prostitutes and payback. All right. So that David says that he once accidentally bought 2 prostitutes to Diddy's house, along with D-Rock, which was D-Rock was a bodyguard. After sleeping with one of them, said that she demanded $200. So you accidentally got an prostitute. Stop the lying and bullshit. Said that D-Rock advised him to pay to avoid drama. Said that David later charged her the same $200 just to take a shower, saying that he wanted his money back. I'm sorry, but prostitutes don't give cash back, bitch. Okay, they keep it. They don't give cash back, bitch. They don't give cash back. Okay, prostitutes don't give cash back. All right, so Regina Ventura, which is Cassie's mother. All right, so Cassie's mom took the stand, as I told you guys in my yesterday's statement, for just 15 minutes, but delivered some of the most damning testimony in the entire trial. All right, now as you guys know, and I'm just gonna go ahead off the dome because we already talked about this. So she talked about how Diddy propositioned her for the mother. Now, this is the mother, Cassie Ventura's mother, Regina Ventura. Diddy contacted her to say that he had an explicit video of Cassie and that he was going to release it unless the mother, Cassie Ventura's mother, sent him $20,000 immediately. So the mother had to then take out an equity loan on her home and then send said money. She wired it to Diddy's account. After 5 days, Diddy wired that money back. So he was trying to blackmail the mother in terms of sending that money to him in order to not send this video out, which is illegal, okay, about Cassie. So you threatened to do revenge P on Cassie, and if the mother did not send you $20K, which she didn't have, obviously, because she had to put her home up, put an equity loan out on her home to send said money to Diddy, only for him to send that shit back. That's a bunch of crimes right there in itself. So Cassie's mother, her testimony is very, very good. in this case. Okay, very, very good. That's gonna put Diddy away for some time right there, because not only did you just admit to revenge P, blackmail, and a whole bunch of illegal other shit. Okay, threats. Okay, there was some threats in there as well. So that's gonna be great for this case. All right, Diddy, your ass is grass. All right, so 30th birthday incident. Y'all getting into this? Oh my God. We're going to get off Diddy in a second, child, but we got to get through this. So Diddy's, what is it, 30th birthday incident. All right, so it said Regina recalled calling police on Cassie's 30th birthday after Diddy allegedly tried to steal Cassie's phone. Now, this might be the same incident where Diddy was trying to make Cassie do a whole FO on her birthday and she refused. She got ready to try to leave said birthday event, and from what I recall, security, Diddy had his security grab Cassie and make her go to the hotel where said FO was already set up when she was trying to be out partying it up with her girlfriends, homegirls, and having a good time. But Diddy made her leave forcefully to have said FO on her 30th birthday. All right, so let's continue. So after he stole her phone, when he arrived at their home, she began yelling and even swung at him without making any contact. So Diddy eventually returned the phone, but took Cassie's Jaguar instead. Now, of course, anything that Cassie ever owned when she was with Diddy was in Diddy's name. So she didn't have anything. So if she chose to leave, she could not take anything with her because it was all in his name. And he knew what he was doing, and he did the same shit to Kim Porter as well. So D-Rock was present during the incident. My thing is, all of these bodyguards are now speaking up, and I get it. It was a job, but why is it that you're so vocal now versus when the shit happened? And I get it that you don't want to put yourself in harm's way, because anybody that came up against Diddy would come up missing, as he told Don Richard. If you speak about this, you're gonna come up missing, meaning you're gonna be like Tupac and Biggie. Okay, they ain't here no more, are they? So courtroom tension. Let's get into it. Regina's testimony was so compelling that Diddy's lead attorney, Mark Algafino, fought to keep the 20K story from being told. And Cassie's mom was like, bitch, no, we talking about it, bitch. I had to take out an equity loan. Bitch, we going to talk about it today. Now, when he failed, it said that he opted not to cross-examine her at all. A strategic move often used to avoid upsetting jurors when a victim's mother is on the stand. It don't matter, because what came out of her mouth while she was up there is what's going to put your client in jail. Moving on. Male escort Sheree Hayes, aka the Punisher, testifies. Ooh, child. Now, Sheree Hayes, a male escort, an exotic dancer known as the Punisher, took the stand and detailed his first encounter with Diddy and Cassie from fall of 2012. Y'all enjoying this? Child. Let me put up my trigger warning banner, because I feel like this is about to get juicy. Ooh, child. Juicy, 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 honey. Let's get into it, Jesus. Ooh, Lord. Y'all don't forget to hit the like button, honey, because it's right here. I hope I can. I'm gonna try to be very creative in how we say what we're saying, because I want this video to be monetized. Oh Lord, take my hand, Lord. All right, so the setup says that while working at Hunkomania, Hayes says that he got a call from a woman named Janet. That's Cassie's alter ego. All right, that's who she went by instead of Cassie, who claimed that it was her birthday and her husband, who she called Diddy, okay, had an arrangement for a private performance. Now, the call came in at 9 p.m., child, because ain't nothing to open but legs after that time. He arrived at 2 a.m. because he had to get ready. Unexpected scene. All right, so that Hayes expected a party, but was met by Cassie at the door wearing only a robe and a wig. Okay, yeah. So she was in her Sasha Fierce bullshit. Said that there were no guests present. Okay, I am the party. She said, I am the party. It's just me. Ain't nobody else even me. Me and my husband. Okay, Diddy. So instructions of payment said that Cassie told him that he wouldn't be dancing, but instead helping to create a sexy scene. Okay, said that she instructed him not to speak or to interact with her husband, that would be Diddy, who would enter later to watch. She left $800 on the bathroom counter and said that he could change into underwear or a towel. So this is the setup for the FO. Child. So of course y'all know Cassie was groomed. All right, you can tell she was groomed in order to do these things by Diddy. Since she was 19 years old, she was groomed. All right, so the encounter. Child, Lord. Ooh, hold on, let me clutch my pearl. All right, the encounter. Cassie led the interaction, rubbing baby oil on herself and instructing Hayes to do the same. A man later identified as Diddy entered the room. Diddy entered the room wearing a veil. A veil, carrying a bottle of lubricant, and quietly directing the scene. Didn't I tell you how he was directing? Adjusting lighting and positioning. That's the same shit R. Kelly was doing. Now, notice that Diddy was also pleasing himself at times. The encounter lasted approximately 25 to 45 minutes. Now, I don't know about y'all. If y'all ever been in an encounter, 25, 45 minutes is a long time. Okay, 5 minutes is a long time if you getting handled right. Let's say it that way. All right, if you're getting handled right, 5-10 minutes is a long time. Okay, if that shit going on. But imagine 25 to 45 minutes. So you know some type of medication or something was taken in order to last that long. Nobody can last 45 minutes straight. Okay, I don't know. All right, so Diddy left first with Cassie following him out of the room after encounter. Okay. Cassie came back into the room and asked if he would like to finish. He declined, and she gave him an additional $1,200 for his time. That sounds like some good money. $800 up front, then $1,200. If I was a hoe, that would probably be my job. Shit, you really need no real job. There ain't no taxes taken out of that shit. Okay, if I was a hoe, that'd probably be something I would be investing in. $800 coming in and $1,200 going out, bitch. Where the money at? Okay, that's a quick buck. Okay, tax free. All right, moving on. All right, so Diddy's presence. Whew, y'all okay? Everybody okay? All right, so Diddy's presence. So Hayes testified that Diddy was always present during the freak-offs and often requested that he and Cassie be fully covered in the baby oil. Now, I told you guys that baby oil would also have GHB, which was some type of drug that would get into their system quickly to make them be like this. All right, because sometimes when they would take the ecstasy, it take time for ecstasy to kick in. But the baby oil and the GHB, that's why he wanted them to fully be covered and continuously putting the body oil on, because the GHB would be in the body, in the baby oil. So some type of drug they had in there. How do I know that? Because another woman who came forward to say that she was sexually assaulted by Diddy, he rubbed these oils on her, in which she started to become discombobulated. Okay, she discombobulated rather. She did not know where she was. She did not know what the fuck was going on, and it happened so quickly after the oils were rubbed upon her. So Diddy snatched her clothes off and rubbed these oils on her, and she started becoming this. So this is what Diddy would have Cassie doing in addition to what she orally took, whatever drugs, okay? Ecstasy, which was always taken according to what I've seen. All right, so session length. Let's get into that. These encounters would stretch or could stretch up to 4 hours. So imagine you had to be on some type of drugs to go that long and be out of it. So that though most of the time was spent waiting around, said that the intimate portions would only last about 25 to 45 minutes. That's still a long time. Now, guided, how am I gonna say this? Guided relieving requests. Okay. Y'all see it on the screen. Follow me. I'll move my mouse so you can see it. Okay, guided relieving yourself request. Let's say it that way. Now, Hayes said that while Diddy had strong preferences for where he relieved himself, it was Cassie who usually communicated that he finished in or on her lady parts. Let's say it that way. Okay. So Cassie's reaction said he described moments where Cassie would sigh or wince in response to repeated requests from Diddy, said that though she did not verbalize any objection, she couldn't, because if she did, Diddy would become violent. Okay. Yeah. She couldn't say. She had to do whatever was told to her because he was directing. And if she said, no, I don't want to do that, then that would be a problem. How do we know that? Because one of the FOers, the person who was in one of the FOs, talked about how Diddy became violent whenever Cassie said that she didn't want to do something, or when she refused, or when she would, maybe move her hand or say, I don't want to do that. So Diddy became violent because he's like, I'm filming this. No, you messing up my video. Do that shit. Okay. All right. So no substance use witness. All right. Let's get into that. So Hayes stated that he never saw Diddy or Cassie using drugs or appearing intoxicated, although he acknowledged limited experience in recognizing the signs. So they were probably already geeked up by the time he got there. Okay. Or Diddy would probably, if he came in later on, maybe he was already being geeked up in the bathroom where he was hiding out, waiting for said FO to begin. Okay. Cassie, I'm pretty sure, had already taken something, knowing that the FO was getting ready to jump off. Okay. All right. Mental and emotional strain. I said that he admitted that at times that he experienced anxiety about whether he was meeting sexual expectations, and admitted to suffering from erectile dysfunction, or ED. Now, last encounter, which was March 2015, Hayes testified that during their final session, that after performing the oral, said that on Cassie, says that Diddy allegedly says, "I'm ready for you to handle her now," okay? As he actually enter her now, and then aggressively threw condoms on the couch. All right, said that the aggression and unexpected desire to use protection left both he and Cassie visibly unsettled. Said that he said that the abrupt shift impacted his ability to maintain and so they were unable to be intimate. Okay, said instead Hayes relieved himself to completion, and the session ended shortly after. Okay, because you know he cannot get his money until he relieves himself, as I told you guys. So Cassie thanked him for his discretion and paid him. Okay, said he never saw them again. So his last time being with them for this FO was 2015 of March. Book release said that Hayes spoke about his long-term struggles with performance anxiety and ED. Said that he later wrote a book titled In Search of Freezer Meat, as we spoke about earlier, where he discussed personal challenges and made indirect references to his time with Cassie and Diddy without naming them. Ooh, child, this is juicy, ain't it? Oh my God. So we're almost there. Y'all hang there. All right. So standard pay versus freak off pay. So Hayes testified that the Hunkomania dancers typically earn around $200 for a 30-minute show. Now, in contrast, he says that he was paid between $1,200 and $2,000 for each private session with Diddy and Cassie. So he made more money doing freak offs. So that's why he kept coming back. All right. So Business Ventures says that after 25 years in the adult entertainment industry, Hayes shared that he's now a partner at Hunkomania and also runs a personal website, getpunished.com. Now, don't nobody go over there clicking and pulling it up. All right. Don't be leaving the chat. Let me see what we got. 332 people. If I see it going down, you over there clicking on getpunished.com. You better stay in here. All right. Stand here for this show. Now, identities revealed. Hayes says that Cassie later called him again and asked him to come to the Essence House Hotel. Child. Now, upon arrival, he saw a welcome message on the TV with "Welcome Sean Combs" displayed. Child by said the confirming that the man from the first session was Diddy. Said the curious, he searched Diddy's Instagram and recognized Cassie, confirming both of their identities. Okay. Yeah, don't y'all be clicking off going over there on no getpunished.com. Don't you be over there. Don't you dare. All right. Okay. So cross-examination highlights. That's why I said, let me go check it out. You better not, Kim Jones. You better stay over here. All right. Y'all so nasty. All right. So let's get into this cross-examination. Oh, y'all enjoying this? Put a one of y'all enjoying this. All right. Put a one of y'all enjoying this, child, because I'm trying to give y'all all the details. I told y'all I'm on this case. All right. Put one of y'all enjoying this because this is juicy. I love it. All right. So cross-examination. Confirm that he performs professionally, not the dry humps girl, as part of his entertainment work. So he just with it. Okay. So denied ever working as a prostitute. Okay. Said all encounters took place in New York. Denied having romantic feelings for Cassie, though admitted he once felt special, thinking that he was the only man involved. Baby, you was not, honey. It was 13 and probably more than that. All right. Now, Hayes emphasized, I see the ones, honey. Yes. They said, oh, yes, ma'am. All right. So the Hayes emphasized that he would never engage with someone unwilling or under the influence, and said that he never saw any hidden cameras or violence during his time with them. That's because they were geeked up before you got there. My thing is this. If he was having these FOs and interactions with Cassie, you had to know that she may have been like, if you're trying, especially if you're engaging with her, if she's not, like responding to you like a person who is not geeked up would, then that would let you know that she has some type of drugs in her system. Okay. Especially if she was using ecstasy. Ecstasy makes you, I've never taken it, but from what I've read, it makes you really be kind of you're out of it. You kind of like that, like zombie-ish. You're kind of in a zombie phase if you're using ecstasy. I've never used a drug in my life, but I read up on this so that I can give you guys a full understanding and clear view of what we're talking about. Okay. Because I got to do my homework. Now, Cassie once paid him $500 for a last minute cancellation. Ooh, you get paid for that's a good fee for a cancellation. Damn. I'm in the wrong profession. Said that while Hayes often felt Cassie was following Diddy's direction, that he recounted one instance where he finished giving her the oral, okay, said that Cassie scooted up as a way to initiate sex before looking to Diddy for confirmation, leaving him with the impression that she was participating willingly. Nah, she was not participating willingly, because if she didn't do that shit, she was gonna pay for that after the fact or during, because he did snap off on her ass during the FO. All right, so admits to embellishing how much Cassie enjoyed intimacy with him in his book. Okay, ciao. She didn't have a choice. Now, Special Agent Gerard Gannon shares Miami house raid findings. Ooh, let's get into that. What y'all find in there, child? So Special Agent Gannon took the stand and provided key details about the federal raid on Diddy's property. So raid location was Gannon confirmed that he was present during the federal search of Diddy's residence at 2 Star Island in Miami. Now, adjacent property off limits says that he noted that while Diddy also owns the neighboring home at 1 Star Island, says that agents did not have a warrant to search that property. And if y'all remember Diddy's son, the one that looks like him, I think his name is King Combs. He actually mentions in a song, in a diss song to the feds that he did after said raid, that y'all didn't raid. Y'all were stupid enough to not raid the other house. Y'all didn't get the other house. That y'all only raided one. Okay, y'all only got one. Y'all didn't get the other. Something like that. And don't quote me on that because it's not verbatim. But so his son co-signed that the feds did not raid the other house versus just the one. Okay, because Diddy owned multiple houses in Star Island. So items recovered. Let's get into that. Okay, we're about to have a jam session after I read this. Okay, thank y'all so much, Maj Rose Armstead. Thank you so much, love. All right, so items recovered says that Gannon presented photo evidence to the court showing an AR-15 rifle parts, loaded magazines, 7-inch heels, and baby oil found during the raid at 2 Star Island. Okay, so the court concluded for the day. Oh, thank God, because that was a lot, wasn't it? Child, I know the jurors was like, oh, Jesus, let me go get a drink, Lord. All right, so that's what had happened, okay? Now, let's see. It said the Diddy trial, week 2, day 2, said that Diddy's ex-assistant finishes with his testimony. Kathy's mother takes the stand and reveals that Diddy demanded $20K or else he would leak 2 sex tapes in response to Cassie's dating Kid Cudi. And the Punisher details freak-offs. It says the psychologist Don Hughes, a clinical psychologist and abuse expert who previously testified in the R. Kelly and Johnny Depp Amber Heard case, will take the stand next. Oh, Jesus, you done, Diddy. Damn. So the Kid Cudi is also expected to testify this week. Now, y'all know the incident that happened with Kid Cudi. It's said and alleged that Cassie was seeing Kid Cudi. Diddy found out about it, got mad. And Lauren London's, I think that's her sister, okay, who used to work at Bad Boy. She was assaulted because she kept said relationship with Cassie and Kid Cudi secret. And once Diddy found out about it, y'all remember I covered this, he assaulted her and she went to the police. She was paid through Diddy's record label, okay, because she was hit pretty bad. But Cassie had some type of relationship with Kid Cudi during the time that she was alleged to have been messing with Diddy. Diddy found out about it. Diddy had his people allegedly go to Kid Cudi's home and blow up his car in his driveway. So Kid Cudi is going to take the stand to talk about that, okay, or give his statement and account on that. So let's stop sharing. I hope you guys enjoyed that because that was a lot, y'all. For week 2, day 2, my God, that's the information on that. Let's get back because we got to have a jam session, okay? Because I think we got to get the likes up, guys. Thank y'all so much. Let's get the likes up. Let's go. Hey, y'all know what it is. Y'all it is. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. All right. Yes, honey. Let's get them up. Get them up. Get them up. Get them up. Hey, come on. Get them up. Get them up. The lights up. Get the lights up. Hey, come on. Get them up. Get them up. Get the lights up. The lights up. We got 328 watching. Come on. Hey. tapping that light, tapping that light, tap, tap that light. Come on. Tap the light, tap the light. Come on, guys, let's hit that like button so we can finish the show. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, let's go, let's go. Like, let's go. Like, hey, 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 come on. Like, hey, hey, hey. Working already? Yes, working. Working. Hey, let's go. Hey. Hey. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? What we got? Miles, give me an update. Come on. Hit the light. Hit the light. Hit the light. Hit. 33 lights. Hey. Y'all hit the light. I eat cereal and dance. Hey, come on. 34. Y'all go out, hit the light. Come on, guys. I'll drink it later. Harlem Shake. Y'all in the light? Come on. Hey. Let's get 240. 240 lights. 240 lights. 240 lights. 240 lights. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. About 240. About 240. Let's go. 240. 240. 240. 240. Hey, where we at, Mars? All right, we're gonna go. Let's get the light going. Take it. Hey, y'all back? We back. All right, child. Let's get on to this. Let's get on with this show, child. All right, so one more piece of Diddy news. I'm tired of Diddy, y'all. Oh my God, that drained me. But let's get into this last piece of Diddy news, and then we got to get on to the rest of the junk. All right, we got a lot of stuff to talk about this morning. My God, what time is it now? Yeah. All right, so let's get into it, honey. Let's get into it. So CNN reports that Diddy estimated $400 million fortune can be seized if convicted in the federal SEX trafficking and RICO case. Baby, they got to take your coins. Yes, Lord. Okay. Now they said with the RICO, everything's in place. So see, this is what they're building up with all of these testimonies, with getting all these men, the 13 men, and the freak offs, and all these other things. This they're building their RICO and trafficking case against Diddy, and I already see evidence that's already been testified. And Diddy's your ass is grass, so they're getting ready to take your coin. All right, that same money you was trying to put up for bail and bond, bitch. They like give it up. Give it up. You still not getting no bond. Nope. So Diddy's fortune is about to be taken. Now, y'all know he lost a whole lot of money, all right, after that Diageo, that liquor brand dropped his ass, okay, because he was making a bag off that. So once they dropped him, Diddy's net worth dropped a lot. So now the feds is getting ready to they about to freeze $400 million of his money if he's found guilty in this case. When he paid Cassie, that chipped away at what he had as well. So he sold his properties, one of his properties, the Star Island in Miami. Star Island 1 he sold. So he got a bag off that. And he tried to use that money for bail. They were like, the feds were like, no. You're not getting out. No. So y'all know he tried to also sell his private jet. I don't think he sold that as of yet. So all of these things are probably going to be seized because it was used for the purposes of his business in terms of trafficking. I feel like they need to spin the block on his sons, because his sons were also mentioned in this RICO and trafficking case. Another RICO and trafficking case as well. Cassie mentioned them in her case, and the other guy who sued Diddy as well, if you guys remember, what's his name, J-Rod or N-Rod or something like that. He D-Rod, N-Rod, something Rod, child, sued Diddy as well for trafficking and making him do some shit that he didn't want to do as well. Okay, so let's get into what they're saying here, because Diddy's in a lot of trouble. He about to be broke. His reputation is ruined and he gonna be broke. So this is Hollywood. This is the powers that be taking Diddy down like they did R. Kelly. Let's get into it.
Sean Diddy Combs isn't only fighting for his freedom, but also his money. Even with all his legal troubles, Forbes estimates his net worth is still around $400 million. But if he were to be convicted, all that could be in jeopardy. Why? Because the government could actually seize his assets. People might hear that and think, wait, does that really mean that all of his businesses, all the money he has, could conceivably have been used to finance this? Therefore, it's all fair game?
Yeah, it pretty much is. I mean, this is a very, very broadly phrased forfeiture allegation. It doesn't look like there was any sort of pre-indictment seizures that they're counting towards it. Normally you see things they've already gotten their hooks into. So it's basically just saying if it is an instrumentality or a proceed, we're going to go after it. And they've named the enterprise in a very broad way, the RICO. The RICO is essentially anything he touched in his business world, whether it's, record labels, liquor labels, planes, trains, and automobiles. Basically mean everything is in play. And the other thing is there's a concept called substitute assets. Just when you think you're crawling out of the wreckage and you're down to your last 400 million, you're told, oh, we're also going for substitute assets, which means even if we can't prove that this particular car, this diamond watch, this piece of art is not connected to criminality, it still relates to our overall reward, and we're going to use it as a substitute.
Right now, Sean Diddy Combs isn't only fighting for his...
See, y'all hear that? They get ready to start confiscating shit. That means houses. That means jets. That means money. Everything that was used in connection to this RICO racketeering trafficking case, they about to bring his motherfucking ass down. And I'm glad, because Diddy been getting away with shit since the 90s. People have lost their lives. We have two influential artists that are not here anymore at the hands allegedly of Diddy. Okay, Tupac Shakur, rest in peace to you, sir, and rest in peace to Biggie Smalls. All right, we already know. We've heard rumors about it. We've heard people in the industry come forward to say, "Hey, Diddy offered me 16 grand to take Biggie out," and I said, "Fuck no." We've heard people saying that Diddy has something to do with Tupac not being here anymore, that he paid money for Tupac's head as well. Do we know that yet? Because we still have cases that are that are still out there in reference to trying to find out if this was true or if Diddy can be convicted of that. So in addition to him facing these charges, they could spin the block, and because his name is mentioned in the guy's case that's being that he's in jail for Tupac's unaliving. So his name was mentioned in Diddy's name was mentioned in that case. So they could get him for that as well. So this nigga probably gonna be getting life. If he get 30 years like R. Kelly in this case, they gonna probably spin the block and get him for some other shit. Like for real. Okay. And then too, the money that he would have to pay his SA victims, he probably won't have it. So I feel like this is why a lot of them filed their cases and tried to get paid before Diddy actually went to trial, because once they freeze those assets, where you gonna get the money from? Y'all remember when they put that law out there where anybody that was assaulted, it doesn't matter how far back it was, if you can get your cases in by a certain time, then you probably can go ahead and get some retribution behind that shit. But it doesn't look like everybody gonna get their money. Because shit, do you know how many SA assault cases that Diddy got against him? It's about 20, 25 cases. So 400 million, you can only stretch that shit, but so far, especially if this person getting 50 million, this person getting 20 million, this person getting 10 million, like, damn, let's not forget about the attorneys that are representing Diddy in this damn case for all these damn fucking charges. And mind you, this case is a 2-week case. It is a high profile case. Diddy gonna pay out a lot of money. So what's gonna be left? I don't know. Okay. Now we also know that Diddy's put a lot of his residuals and money and shit in his mama's name. That's why her ass keep coming to court, so she'll know what the fuck is going on, because she's sitting on a lot of the money, residuals from artists that used to work for and come through Bad Boy Records. All of their money that they were receiving, that was being held up, went to Janice Combs. So you wonder why she's always up in there with her damn dry ass Party City wig in every single case. She's listening to every fucking testimony. She's sitting up front, bitch, so she can hear everything that's being said because the shit is in her name. Diddy's been very strategic in how he's moved in terms of this RICO business that he has going on. Yeah, do I think his sons got something to do with it? I do. Do I think that Quincy may know some shit that's going on? Okay, I do. Would they be able to get him on it? We don't know. They make it immunity. They make it immunity. They want the big fish, just like in the R. Kelly case. A lot of the people who were involved in the shit with R. Kelly got immunity if they turned around and testified against him. They knew it was RICO. They knew there were several people plugging into this particular business to get money. They knew about it, just like the case is going on with Diddy. They know they got him on this RICO because several people helped make this shit pop. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. So they can ready to start freezing funds and they don't give a fuck where it's coming from. Janice Combs, I would be scared to have all this shit in my name. And I get it, you trying to cover it so that you would be able to be taken care of until you're no longer here. But Diddy, that shit ain't gonna work. The feds already know what he's up to. All right. Mace already did videos and everything. You don't think the feds look at all these videos? You don't think they look at social media videos? Because when a lot of these artists and people who are connected to Diddy, a lot of people are turning to social media now to be able to speak out. Social media is so powerful now. Social media is so powerful now where people can go on social media and tell things that they probably would not want to sit in a courthouse and talk about. So the feds, they definitely watching. Like they said, the feds is watching. Bitch, they're watching. So let's go ahead and read into this so that we can get caught up on this. Citing Forbes, all right? Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. CNN reports that Diddy's estimated $400 million fortune is up for grabs by the government if convicted in his federal SEX trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy RICO case. Now, in 2022, Fortune reported a 1 billion net worth that Diddy had. All right, it ain't that no more. However, in my Kimmy voice, at the end of 2024, Forbes reported that it plummeted to 400 million per CNN. And I told you guys because of that Diageo deal went sour. They disconnected from Diddy after Cassie filed her lawsuit against Diddy for the abuse claims and all the other things that was involved in that, because she was in detail. She went detail for detail what Diddy did to her in her case, which is why he settled with her in 24 hours. Okay. So that's why his fortune went from 1 billion to 400 million in that amount of time. That shows you how much money Diageo put up to have Diddy represent their brand. They were like, nah, nigga, we don't want nothing to do with you. All right. Let's continue. In a new broadcast report, CNN anchor and chief legal analyst Laura Coates talks about Diddy's assets and says, even with all of his legal troubles, Forbes estimates Diddy's net worth is still around 400 million bucks. But if he were to be convicted, all of that can be in jeopardy. Why? Because the government could actually seize his assets. Anything that he owns, they're going to take it. Anything. And Diddy has a lot of properties, a lot of shit, jets, all that. Land, whether it's in the United States or in other countries, they're going to seize all that shit. Okay. All right. So joined by him, Jim Trusty, a former chief of the Department of Justice, Organized Crime and Gang Section. Coates asks, people might hear that and think, says they, wait, does that really mean that all of this business, all of his businesses, all of his money, and said that he has could conceivably have been used to finance this? Yeah. You don't think he had FOs and flew people in and out on his private jet? That was used for purposes of trafficking. Yeah, his homes, that stuff happened in his homes. So that shit gonna be, confiscated. Says that therefore, if all fair game, it's all fair game, rather, said that Trustee confirms, says that, yeah, it pretty much is. The RICO is essentially anything he touched in his business world. Record labels, liquor labels, planes, trains, automobiles, basically everything is in place. So they after everything. They could also take Bad Boy Records, something that he built from the ground up for years since the 90s. The Fed's about to take his shit. Y'all hear that? So good luck to you, Diddy. Good luck. See, the nigga thought he was untouchable for years, and now you see the Feds done outsmarted your ass. And they don't give a hot damn if you put in your mama name. They're gonna still snatch that shit because they can go back and look and see how you transferred the business from your name into Janice Combs, and they're gonna still take that shit, even though it's in her name. They don't care about this shit. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. All right, let's get into the next topic, honey. Somebody else who found himself in some hot water, and now they're trying to backtrack and backpedal in Coochie Pop as well. Harvey Weinstein. Let's get into his ass. Okay, he about to serve. He about to be in some hot water too, because he was into some Epstein shit too, putting hands on women, sexually assaulting women. He's in a lot of mess that Diddy was in as well. All right, all the damn Steens about to go down. Diddy Steen, Harvey Weinstein, and the other Steen, he out of here. He was like, shit, I'm clocking out. Baby, no, I ain't about to go to court. All the shit they gonna talk about it I did, baby, I'm out of here. So y'all know he unalived himself, honey. Okay. Epstein, he unalived himself. But Harvey Weinstein, child, he been claiming he can't walk, he can't talk, his legs don't work, he in a wheelchair, everything he could to get out of this shit. And they was like, roll his ass up in here, because baby, you gonna feel this time. Come on in here. All right, so Harvey Weinstein proclaims his innocence in new interview. He says, I did not commit these crimes. I swear that before God. God was like, how I get in this lie? How I get in this lie? Let's go ahead and play what Harvey Weinstein had to say.
I did not commit these crimes. I swear that before God and the people watching now and on my family. The people who support me are scared to talk. They are frightened to death that they're going to be canceled.
What I always found to be problematic about the Me Too movement from the beginning, we're conflating he made a pass at me and I didn't like it with rape.
It's a complete fabrication about my relationship with Gwyneth. I didn't put my hand on her. I did not commit these crimes. I swear.
What Gwyneth Paltrow for? Gwyneth Paltrow was you being passed around in that? I don't know. All right. So it says, it looks like Harvey Weinstein recently spoke with Candace Owens. I don't like her, anything about her. I hate her. I hate her mushroom. Like, I hate all that about her. From the Slammer, and he's trying to proclaim his innocence. So it's not going to work, because just like they about to bring Diddy down, yeah, Harvey, you going down. You're going down. It's too much evidence. When people get to talking, and I said that's how R. Kelly's ass got tripped up. Okay, y'all remember his first case? He paid people to go away out of the country and not speak, not give any type of testimony, statements, nothing. In his next trial, they got his ass because those women came forward to speak and gave their accounts of what happened. Okay, people who were in that RICO trial with R. Kelly, they were able to get immunity and not be held accountable for those things. Okay, because they wanted R. Kelly's ass. Now they want Diddy, and now that all these people are coming forward, Diddy's, Cassie's mama, everybody's speaking up. Shit, I ain't about to go down the line because it's a lot of people. All these FO recipients, even Cassie, they about to get your ass. And Harvey Weinstein, you're no exception to the rule. People are speaking up. The women that you assaulted, all the things that you did to these women, they speaking up, and your ass is grass. They don't give a fuck about you being in no wheelchair. It's people in prison in wheelchairs. It's people on crutches in wheelchairs. Okay, good for you. You're sitting down. They can't get to your ass as quick. But at the end of the day, baby, you out of there. Moving on, and I'm out of there with you. Me ain't staying with no. That was good. That was a good thing that you got in a wheelchair, baby. Because they can't get to your ass as fast as they need to, but they'll get you, honey. You gotta get out of that chair to get in that bunk bed, and they're gonna be in that end. All right. So moving on, child. Yep. Oh yeah, honey. They'll have you bent over in no time, honey. Being help you up. They're gonna help you up out of that chair when you get up in there. Oh yeah, girl. All right, so let's get into some Apollo news, because Apollo and his ex-wife Shireen, child, they are in the news because Shireen done aired his ass out, and baby, we here for it. Let's get into it. Ooh, yeah, I don't like Candace Owens. Nothing about her. No, baby. I don't do nothing with Candace Owens at all. I ain't got nothing for her. That's why I zoomed on past her, honey, because she ain't about to have me in here hollering. No, ma'am. All right, so Queen Shireen, which is Apollo's ex-wife, who was cheating with Apollo during the time that he was married with Phaedra, who held him down when he was in the jail many times, child. And she found herself to be cheated on as well. I keep saying, honey, you lose them how you get them. See, you got in there and you was messing with Apollo while he was married to Phaedra. You know, got your ass in there and thought you was better than her. I don't know why women think that. Why you think you better than the wife, that you change a man. You cannot. The dog child, that dog is in him. Okay. Apollo says, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. Ain't that what the song said? Okay. Baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. That's my shit. Yes, honey. Okay. Take your time. Don't you rush. Baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. That's what Apollo is. He's a mutt. Yes, he's a mutt, girl. So let's get into this tea, girl. Let's get into it. So Queen Shireen, which is Apollo's ex-wife, who also said that Apollo assaulted her as well. She says, I found my voice. Okay. He lost his mask, meaning, bitch, I'm snatching it all off. I'm letting everything out. Says that don't bring anyone to my house while I'm out of town because you can't afford a motherfucking hotel room. Okay. Aired his ass right on out. Somebody said, that's my song. That's my shit. Let that come on. Baby, I be out singing him. Okay, Leon Thomas, bitch, that's my song now when you sing. All right, so yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right, so we took the sound off. So yes, let's pause it. Can I pause it? Okay. All right. So Apollo responds by saying, "I never brought a woman to our in capital letters our house, okay, and I've never put nobody in the bed." Well, bitch, was they on the couch? Are we gonna do word salad now? Is that what we doing? I cannot stand an honorary nigga that be trying to play with words. I didn't bring a woman in our house and put them in our bed. Bitch, you put her on the couch. If she was in the house, you did something with her. Now, we already saw you on the doorbell cam and at the other side chick's house when you were married to Shireen, because I covered that. So we know that you do have the propensity to be over there hoeing at other women's houses. And said woman was alleged to be pregnant by you as well. Now, I don't know if she had the baby, lost the baby, what's going on with this baby, but I do know that Shireen, honey, who was out here going after Phaedra on the most recent episode in her season of Married to Medicine, while she was going after Phaedra, trying to big up Apollo, now your ass is divorced. And that's what your motherfucking ass get. And that's go for any woman. If you're messing with somebody, man, husband, whatever, and you go and marry the nigga, whatever you get, that's what your ass get. I don't feel sorry for you, Shireen. Thank you for this tea this morning, bitch. But I don't feel bad for you. You know why? Because you get what your ass got. Ain't nobody tell you to take your hobble your ass over there and be with Apollo. I don't give a fuck. Apollo is very good with his mouth. And I mean that in many ways. He talked that slick shit to women and their panties fall off. Just it's like their panties just be invisible. The bitch just melt off. Your panties melt off when Apollo opened his mouth and talked that slick shit to you. That's how you got Phaedra. And Phaedra even said he wasn't good in bed. All right, I done read the book. Phaedra said Apollo was not good in bed. She embarrassed the fuck out of him when they were doing their little crime shit back in the day. All right. Because I read the book. If y'all follow me, go back and read it. All right. But at the end of the day, so he got that mouthpiece. He's very smart because the nigga done spent a lot of time in prison. So all he could do is read books and educate himself. He's very smart. So anytime that he find himself in a situation, Apollo knows how to wiggle himself out of that, even if it becomes something with a female. Okay. So when his ass got caught, okay, with that side chick up over there on the doorbell cam, even though his ass was on fucking video, he was able to worm his way out of that and still speak that slick shit to his ex-wife, and she was gonna still stay with his ass. It's a lot of weak ass bitches out there like that. And I gotta say it, I'm sorry. Oh Lord, with my fan. I'm so tired of women out here. You see the proof. You see the proof like this. The nigga right here on video. This him. This Apollo right here. Okay, use your imagination. And you be like, oh yeah, I know. Yeah, but we're gonna work it out, you know. That's my husband. We're gonna work it out. I respect my vows, even though he didn't respect them when he was over there humping around over there on her. You got a lot of gullible women out there like that. But let's continue because there's more. Okay. Let's continue. Because she posting them, child. So here he go, child. Here he go. I'm a dog. I'm a mutt, child. There he go on video. No, you got cameras all up and around the house, bitch. I don't know if she put a hidden camera, but she did catch him in there embracing, honey, at 1:37 a.m. What y'all doing up late that time? You supposed to be in the bed. So at 1:30 yesterday at 1:37 a.m. They say a.m., honey. That's early in the morning. You are in the kitchen. I don't know if y'all went in there to make a ham sandwich or you're gonna put it on the counter. I don't know which one y'all about to do. But there's another woman and it's not Shireen. So she shows why Apollo said, I didn't have nobody in our house. Well, she was like, bitch, yes, you did, because this is you right here. Okay. Yeah, that's Apollo. Don't that look like Apollo? And whoever this woman is with this hat on trying to disguise herself, you have your back against Apollo and he has his hands over your breast. So it shows that you guys have some type of intimate relationship because one, why are you in the house with him? Two, why is he holding you and touching you inappropriately as such? Okay. That's called a receipt there, girl. All right. So she says, yeah, that's Saturday. Laughing emoji. All right. Let's stop because we got to read these messages. Those are important. All right. Apollo then says, well, I'm not dealing with any women. Number one. Number two says that I really want my family back. Bitch, no. Says that I don't want to be out here dealing with all these random people. Well, you should have thought about that before your cheating ass was out here being a mutt. All right. Says that none of my actions were cool. My actions were not who I am as a person. Well, who was that in the video per se? I can't stand people who always try to separate themselves from the bullshit they create. Like, nigga, that was you. Now all of a sudden you want your family back. You don't want to be with all these randoms when you want to be with all these randoms. Make it make sense. Like, really? Really? Now I want my family back. No. I don't want to be with all these women. You know, I just want to be back with you. Now, mind you, their divorce is finalized. Shireen and Apollo's divorce is finalized. Okay. So now he's saying he wants his family back. So you want her to come back to the same bullshit that you are displaying after she now has you on video. This is the second video that's been produced of Apollo being with said side pieces. Okay. Yeah. You're doing the shit while you're married and you're doing it while you're not. And now you're talking about you want to be back. No. I digress. Let's continue. What else we got? Meanwhile, he was doing this. So let's see. What was he doing, child? All right. So Apollo then responds by saying, I neglected you and I'm so sorry. I love you. That's what they all say when they cheat, girl. Don't take him back, girl. Do not take him back. That is what they all say when they get cheated. Now, when they get caught. Now, were you sorry that you got caught, or are you sorry that you put her in that situation? Okay. That's my thing. What are you apologizing for? Because most cheaters, they always apologize when they get caught. You ain't sorry when you on top of her. You ain't sorry when you behind her. You ain't sorry when you got your schlong in her mouth. Let me just go down the list. You ain't sorry when you doing all the nasty little freak offs that you doing with these side pieces, because you showing up over there at weird hours of the morning. You ain't sorry when those activities are happening, but you're only sorry when you see that she done caught your ass on a hidden camera. Ain't that convenient? Let's continue. Yeah, they only sorry then. I don't know why I'm so hot. Am I going through the change of life, Lord? All right, says, I want us to work on, this is Apollo talking. I want us to work on our relationship and get back married and vow to never hurt. He meant vow. Who is Val? And vow to never hurt one another. Well, you doing all the hurting, it sounds like. Okay, this is Apollo, Tuesday at 11:39 a.m. He woke up, child, with a lie on his tongue. That was 11:39 a.m. You don't went to bed and thought about that shit, because she was like, yeah, no, I'm gone. Nope, I'm about to put all this shit out there. Now you want to be like, I'm sorry. I want us to be married back again, child. You don't want to be back married because you just had your hand on somebody else's breast, and it was not Shireen, but let's go off. All right, so Apollo was not done, honey. He says, I need, okay, in capital letters, I need you and my family back, okay? Said that the need is better than the want. See, I told y'all he good with words. Y'all hear him? The need is better than the want, okay? Oh, I need you back in my life, okay? But I want that bitch over there. That's what he was saying. That's what I got out of it. Let's continue, though. The need is better than the want. All right, said that he doesn't love, he feeds. Whatever that is, child. Says it on attention, admiration, and easy access. I can see that. That's what Shireen is saying, okay? So she's narrating his hoism. Follow me, y'all. Shireen is narrating his hoism. All right, let's get into this next receipt. So Apollo was not done. He do a lot of texting, don't he? Sunday, April the 20th at 11:44 a.m. So he's an early riser. He loves the text. Says, I really do love and miss you so much. This is what he's saying to Shireen. Just wanted to tell you that I love you. You just said that. I really can't see my life without you. Okay. It's very difficult to erase the past, but okay, one can write the future. Look at him. This nigga is poetic, ain't he? A poetic liar. A poetic hoe over here. Oh, I says again, I'm sorry that I hurt you. This nigga said I'm sorry 3 times, as if she gonna be like, okay, I'll come back. Okay, so he's an apologetic hoe. That's what we get. So Apollo, you are apologetic hoe. All right. So Apollo then early right 5:03 a.m. child. So he couldn't sleep after he done wrote all these apologetic texts to her, and she won't feeling his ass. She won't responding. Okay. So he came back with damn lady. So now he's aggressive. He ready to go back. He ready to go back to prison. See that damn lady? Now he mad because she didn't hit him back and be like, okay, Apollo, whatever you say, I'll come back. So since she didn't say that shit, so he came back at April 12th, honey, at 5:03 a.m. because he couldn't sleep all night. So damn lady, she didn't say shit, obviously. So he real mad. So now he done calm down because he like, okay, maybe I'm too aggressive. Let me calm my shit down. Okay. So same day. At 8:57 p.m. Okay. He done went all day. She ain't said shit to his ass. So he back on the I love you, Shireen. Okay. So yeah, he woke up early trying to be aggressive with her. She like, bitch, bye. So he like, okay. So his mind racing. He don't know if she with somebody else. He don't know what the fuck is going on, but he do know that she ain't hitting him back. So he done said, let me calm my ass down, because I don't know if she done went down there to the police station and filed something on my ass. Let me calm my ass down. I love you, Shireen, at 8:57 p.m., almost 9 p.m. It's time for you to go to bed, and you still saying I love you. And she like, bitch, you. All right. Middle finger up to you, Apollo. That's what she gave you, and he is mad. All right. Let's continue. I'm enjoying this. Here he go again, child. His favorite thing to say at 6:46 on April the 25th, girl. I love you. Heart emoji. Oh, I love when they beg. Sunny days. I love when they beg too. Oh, I love it. I relish in that. Oh, I relish in it. Okay. Oh, yes. So he says, I love you. Okay, with the heart emoji. And then comes back with, where are you at currently? Where the fuck I want to be. That's what I would have said. See, Shireen, you supposed to respond right after that. Where are you at currently? See that she fucking with him. Nothing hurt a man more when he don't know where the fuck you are and he begging. Women, y'all know I'm telling the truth. Oh, Lord. If you got a nigga that won't do right, okay, and you happen to leave that house and you go get you a hotel and get far away from his ass, and he's steady blowing your fucking phone up and you don't respond to him, bitch, his mind is everywhere. He is the most vulnerable he can be. He can't think. The nigga can't sleep. Like, look, 5 something in the morning, the nigga is up thinking. And that's how you got to do his ass. You got to make that motherfucker think. Don't you sit there and answer that phone when he call you. Let that nigga go to voicemail. Let his ass go to voicemail. Have his ass on the phone like this. Hey, Shireen, it's Apollo. I know you're not picking up. I just wanted to tell you that I love you, okay? And I'm sorry, and I want our family back. Call me when you get this, okay? Click. So then you got to go and listen to the message, because you got to hear how vulnerable he is. You know, his voice is shaking, okay? Let me walk this thing down for y'all, because I love this shit. Okay, so yeah, you got to let him keep begging. You got to go listen to the voicemail. And the whole time you listening, your face got to be like this. You got to roll your eyes, because you know it's some bullshit. All right. You got to be like that when you listen to it, because you don't want to fall for his bullshit, okay? You got to be like that. Okay. Oh, I love you again, huh? Yeah, all right, whatever, nigga. This how your face got to be. All right. Yeah, so when you listen to the message, okay, after you listen to the message, okay, you put your phone down, because you're not going to call him and you're not going to text his ass back. You want him to feel like you ain't seen the message yet, because he's going to keep trying to reach out to you. He wants to get into your head. He want to know where you are. See, this shit bothering him when he said, where are you at currently? Because you're supposed to say, where are you currently at? Okay, because his everything's thrown off, okay? His language arts, everything's thrown off, because he don't know where the fuck you are, and it's bothering him. He don't know if you laid up under another nigga, and that's bothering him. Because don't the cheating ones, they don't ever want you to be with nobody else, but they want to be with everybody, right? So that's how you got to be. Don't respond to his ass. Let him sweat a little bit, okay? Let the nigga sweat a little bit. That's how you got to do. All right, let's continue. Let's see what else they say. Oh, I love this. Oh, here you go again. Oh, here he go again, child. He ain't slept. Because see, he up late. It's 9:40 p.m. Thursday on April the 24th, child. He says, I miss and I love you. All right. With the kissing emojis and all that, child. He got to put an emoji in there now, because him just putting the words ain't working. Okay. So yeah, honey. So he is still, all right. She ain't responding. So he done hit her back with, really, I do. Okay. I do love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's him, child. Oh, I love this. Beg Apollo. Beg her. Okay. This nigga done went into the whole, I love you. I really do. Oh, I really do right now. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's him, child. I do love you. I love you. I love you. That's him, child. Apollo is up singing, honey. Sing it, Apollo. Sing it, Apollo. I really do. He said, I really do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, shit. Let me go back. Oh, I missed one. Damn. All right, so we got to spin the block on that one, because we got to get that, child. That was a whole lot of tea right there. Oh, Jesus. I'm mad. All right, so he says, Apollo wasn't done, child. Let's get into it. Let me keep my fan up, child. All right, so Apollo says, honey, Monday at 1:15 a.m., the nigga still not sleeping. Oh, I love this. He ain't sleeping because she ain't responding. He don't know what she's thinking, what she's feeling, so he got to check back in with her. And what does he start his message off with again, y'all? I love you. Oh, I really love you, baby. That's him, child. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let me get back into it. All right, so he says, I love you. And that little girl. Who's the little girl? Oh, she got a daughter. I forgot. Okay. See, he got to bring the child into it now. See, because just telling her, I love you, that didn't work. She don't want to hear that shit. So then he tried to spice it up by adding the child, because nothing make a bitch answer when you mention the child. So, I love you and them kids over there. Them kids is my heart. See, he trying to do that shit. So she can be like, oh my God, he does love us. Okay. So, but she ain't respond because you don't see her response here. Okay. So I love you and that little girl over there. Okay. Yeah. Oh, she's so cute. I love her. He says, I mean well by you too. This is not fair that you're not responding. He said, this is not fair. So she's like, fuck you. Fuck that nigga. Okay. Fuck that nigga. Fuck my ex. You can keep that nigga. Hey, fuck my ex. You can keep that nigga. She on that. Right. Okay. So she ain't responding to him. She's on that fuck my ex. You can keep that nigga shit. Okay. So yeah. So while she didn't respond to him, so he is still begging her. He's begging. These texts mean he's begging. Apollo, I never knew you was a beggar. I thought you was a hard. See, hard niggas can beg too. I like that. So he says, I mean well by you too. Okay. This is not fair that I cannot sleep at 1:15 a.m. on a Monday and you not responding to me and my ass up here. I got scoliosis in my damn thumbs over here texting you and you're not responding. Why? Who you with? Where you been at? Where you at? Who you with? Oh, I'm enjoying this shit. All right, so let's continue because I got to spin about. Oh, let's stop it, girl. This is a long text. Here you go, girl. This nigga wrote a novel. Nothing makes me happier than this shit. Oh, let's get into it. So Apollo, honey, Apollo. So he says, I want to tell you again, y'all. I want to tell you that I love you and appreciate you supporting me when I was in prison and coming to visit me and taking my phone calls and taking the time out of your life, dedicating yourself to me. Now, this nigga done reminisce. Apollo, now you done cheated on this woman. She done found you on the doorbell cam. You done been out of prison how long? And that's all you could come up with. The nigga laying up thinking. This is how I told you. He thinking. The nigga is up thinking. Thank you for coming to visit me in prison, even though I was married when you came to see me. Somebody said, I can't stop laughing. Me either. This shit funny. Oh my God. All right. So thank you for coming to see me when I was married and we was cheating on my wife, my ex-wife. Thank you for coming to see me and taking my phone calls. All right. And yeah, because they were all collecting and I ran up your phone bill. Thank you for letting me run up your phone bill and coming to see me when I was married. All right. He says that I really appreciate that. And thank you so much. Okay. For doing all of those things because we knew we were wrong. All right. I love you for that. That nigga gonna tell you I love you, ain't he? Damn. All right. So let's continue, child. She's still like, bitch, whatever. Because she ain't responded yet. We haven't seen a response yet from Shireen. All right, just Apollo. Let's continue, child. What else they got? Let's pause, child. All right, says that this is him, child. Tuesday at 11:10 a.m. The nigga done been up all night and he up early. He nigga slept all night. So he says, what do you think about us moving into Miller Reed? Bitch, she won't answer your calls. So you know she ain't thinking about no fucking Miller Reed. Like, bitch, what? So now he trying to make plans. So now he trying to indirectly promise her a new place to stay if she answers. She ain't seeing none of this shit. All right. So she did respond though, because we see something in blue. Okay. So she says, we're not together, nigga. I added that part because that's what you're supposed to say right there. If you want to rent, hold on. If you want to rent Mr. What? For $5,500, I'll rent it to you. Okay. So I mean, if you want to rent the house, I'll rent the shit to you for $5,500. Says I will be leaving Thursday to check out places out of town. So that means, bitch, she ain't about to move with you. She about to get her own place and she moving out of town and she ain't falling for the damn banana in the fucking tailpipe like she fell for many, many times before. So she like, bitch, I ain't about to move with you. Fuck Miller Reed and fuck you. All of that. Okay, let's continue. Ooh, child. Girl, I love it. Don't go back to his ass. She like, I'm done with your ass. So here he go, child. Here he go. Okay. I do love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Here you go. All right. Says that if you just say the word and give me an opportunity, he begging, girl. This is begging. I know begging when I see it. I can make it right. Okay. I can make it better. That's him, child. I can make it right and make you love me again. Okay. I know I'm a mutt. I know I'm a dog and I'm a mutt, but I can make you love me again. All right. You have to be willing to let me cheat on you again. Okay. That's what he said. All right, so that's what Apollo has said. Let's continue, child. Lord, these messages here, child. Oh, let's stop it, girl. Oh, this look juicy. All right. So since she didn't respond, here he go being violent again. Girl, I hope you called 911 and violated his parole after this text. So this is what he had to say. I don't give a fuck about a woman, man. All I care about is my motherfucking paycheck and getting out of the motherfucking debt and paying the motherfucking money back and the fucking getting it and taking care of my fucking kids and my family. I don't give a fuck about no bitch. That was Apollo, child. Ooh, see, that's what landed you in prison the first damn time. That aggression right there, okay? So she says, ladies, stop giving your bodies to dusty boys. Oh, not dusty boys. Child, not dusty boys. Janet Jackson said nasty boys. He ain't a nasty boy. He a dusty boy. Damn. Ooh, girl, I love this. Y'all like this? Not a dusty boy. Apollo, let me find out you a dusty boy. Okay. Yes, let's continue. Ooh, not the zoom in, girl. Ooh, what is this? Father, what is this? The hand on the counter. Okay, for good balance, because he went in for the kill right here, girl. Oh, my God. Who is this with that hat on, girl? That don't look like Shireen, honey. He said, maybe get my balance right, okay? Because I don't know what's about to go down. So he got the hand over here. You can see the little veins popping out. So he holding on real tight, honey. So he can go in right here, child. He kissing all over the neck. That's how it start. That's how it always start with me, child. You kiss on my neck, his panties are gone. Panties disappear after the neck, child. But yeah, so as you guys can see, honey, on 5/17, girl, what was today? The 21st. That was this week. Today is the 21st. This happened on the 17th, girl. Okay. At 1:36 a.m. Ooh, and this is when she was out of town. So he invited a little PYT up over there to the house, girl. That's a pretty young thing. And at 1:36 a.m., you kissing on her neck. Somebody say I'm hollering. Me too, shit. Ooh, girl. Let's continue. Shout out to the shade room and whatnot. So Apollo, here he go again. I never brought a woman to our house, and I never put nobody in our bed. All right, so that we already read that. So I gotta let it play a little bit because we missed one, and I gotta read it. We're gonna read it, baby. We gotta read them all. All right, so let me let it play. And I'm gonna have to stop it periodically. There he go. I ain't never brought no woman in the house. Look at him. Lying ass. Okay, yeah, we saw that. We saw that. We saw that. I never neglected. If I neglected you, I'm sorry. I love you. I love you. I need my family back. It's not a need. It's a want. I love you. Okay? Come back. I really do love you. Damn, lady. I love you, Shireen. I love you. Okay? I love you. Where you currently at? I miss you and I love you. I really do. I really do. I really, really do. All right. Okay. So overall, I love you and I want to be committed to you and I want my relationship back. You mad at me, but I want to take the pain away. Nigga, shut up. You're mad at me, but I want to take the pain away. Didn't I tell y'all he was a person of words? It's just so funny. This was on May the 6th at 3:10 p.m. Okay. Lord God. Did I miss something? I love you and that little girl. Okay. Is that the one I missed? I want to tell you that I love you. Wow, I'm sorry, but I love you. Okay, so we saw that. We saw that. So I think I got the one that I missed. I'm trying to let it play because I don't want to miss none of that. Okay, so yeah, we saw it. What y'all think about it? All right, so it said Apollo Nida's now ex-wife Shireen Copes posted a video footage of him with another woman. Said that the couple reportedly had been separated since November of 2023, just over a year after they got married. So they only made it into a year before he was on his bullshit, the same stuff he was doing with Phaedra. Okay, of course, y'all know they married back in October of 2022, and very shortly thereafter, he was being a dog and a motherfucking mutt. Okay, but that's what had happened, child. This nigga done apologized so many times. Okay. Ooh. So, yeah. Hold on, who's that? So is that the girl? Oh, yeah, we got to see this, y'all. Because I pulled this other receipt, child, with Apollo in this situation. Let me read this, child, because I want to get all the receipts. Because, I was digging her. I had my good shovel out. We gotta read this, child, because I was like, ooh, hold up now. Hold up now. All right, so we saw that. That's Shireen, okay? For those of you that don't know, that's Shireen, his ex-wife, the one that he cheated on Phaedra to be with, that she was coming to see him in jail and all that, okay? So, yeah, that's not Shireen down there, though. All right. Okay, so let's continue. That's Shireen. All right, so pause. Look at this. Look at this. So Apollo says this. Apollo says this. I don't think I read this. Let's get into this. All right. So he says, now this is the woman that he's cheating on. Well, not cheating, because now they divorced, but he can really technically be with who he want to be with, but he's begging her back like he wants to fix his marriage. So this is the girl he's cheating with, okay, which is eerily similar to Shireen. That's weird. She kind of resembles Shireen. He got a type. So it says that Apollo says that she was currently married during this this is what he's talking about with Shireen. So this is Shireen, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm like, this don't look like her. She changed her hair color. That threw me off. So this is Shireen. Apollo got a screenshot of Shireen with some man. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. So Apollo done snuck and got some shit on her. So this is them getting receipts on each other. So Shireen is kissing some man, hugging up on some man. So Apollo said that she was currently married during this, even and that isn't Apollo. Said that trying to emasculate a man is a real thing. Also telling only your version should be a sin. Says that there is an adverse effect of people's actions and one must be conscious of that. Says that as well as the decisions that they make and the barriers in which they cross. Part 1 of 10, Queen Shireen, hashtag your house, hashtag really, hashtag super divorce. So which one is it, Apollo? Are you going to apologize or are you going to put out receipts of this woman with somebody else? Maybe because she wouldn't come back to him and give him what he wanted. So now he going to put out receipts on her to embarrass her. I get it. Moving on, child, because I don't care no more. All right, so let's get into Kim Burrell with her triple whopper eating ass. I do not see it for Kim Burrell no more. I used to be a fan. I'm not anymore because I don't like her nasty attitude. All right, so shout out to It's On Site because that's where we're seeing it. All right, so Kim Burrell sings Happy Birthday to Jamal Bryant, okay? Then brings up Whitney Houston in her song in front of his wife. Very disrespectful. Jamal is married now, even though I don't see it for him. I do respect the sanctity of marriage. Why you would bring up another woman in front of his wife is very, very, well, you don't know nothing about being a wife. The only thing you ever married was a whopper. But anyway, so she says that I'm so glad that I didn't push the relationship between you and Whitney. So why would you say that in front of his wife? Because I know she felt thoroughly disrespected in said situation. So Kim Burrell drops tea about Whitney Houston and Jamal Bryant. So apparently Whitney and Jamal was trying to be together. And apparently Kim Burrell was very, very close friends with Whitney. And for her to bring that situation up now, Whitney's no longer here. It's totally irrelevant. Jamal has moved on and is now married to Kari Turner. So why you would bring that up now is very fucking disrespectful. But let's get into it and let's entertain the child.
And borrow some of that time and clap our hands for the one and only Dr. Jamal Harrison Bryant. This is your day. I don't know if they'll sing it, but I need to do my version. Happy birthday to you. One of a kind man, happy birthday to you. No one has a story quite like you. So happy birthday to I have a second verse. I'm so glad I did not push the relationship between you and Whitney. You're my brother, so I'll keep it nice, because I'm in love with your beautiful wife, who is one of a kind, who has stolen all of our hearts. We appreciate you, sis, in so many ways. I tell you this, I concur. I try to understand, Lord, how do I say to this church that there's about to be a rebirth at new birth? I was asking the Lord, what? Please don't set me up, Father. I don't want them to think I'm being extra. He knows just how to hush us up and realign us for us to do what he says for us to do. So he sent you out to make the announcement, the pronouncement that that's what this is all about. When I tell you happy birthday is an understatement for what's about to happen in Dr. Jamal Harrison Bryant's life. With my minutes to go, and can I borrow some of that time?
Disrespectful. And I hate how she always likes to commingle God in her bullshit. That's what I don't like about Kim Burrell. She's a vocalist. I love her music, but her spirit is very tainted. She is very petty. She is very messy to be a godlike, supposed to be person. Okay, I did not like her on Sunday Best. Her attitude, how she talked to people, how she acted like this sense of entitlement, this God complex that she has, like she's just a shit like that. Your triple whopper eating ass need to be humbled. For real, I don't see it for her no more. I really used to be a huge fan of her. I love it was her, the Clark sisters, J Moss. Like I like all of that. I come from music. I love that. And whenever I heard her music, I would get so excited. Oh my God, just her runs, the way she just, you know how she do that. But I was just like, now I don't know, Kim Burrell. Your spirit is very, very ugly. She has a very ugly. Why the fuck would you bring that up in front of his wife? What relevance did that have? Why you just couldn't sing happy birthday and sit your ass down? And I get it, his wife was trying to clap and be in the moment, but I know when she got home, she probably checked them out like, what the fuck is this? Like, how'd she get up here and just say some stuff like this? How you allow that? She just, every time she takes the stage, she always go into something inappropriate. And I don't like that about her. I really don't. She done had to be sit down before by like the Archbishop of Church of God in Christ because she was on some very disrespectful shit. She was calling people. She called out a young woman saying that her hair, that she was bald headed or something, and the woman had alopecia. Y'all remember that situation? I talked about it on here. She talked about the boy on Sunday's Best about how he was saying that he couldn't sing, and like she was really very rude. Just very, very rude. I cannot with Kim Burrell. Nothing about her. Nothing. Like I said, she got a nice voice, but she could have left that shit out. That second verse, you could have left that out because his second wife, who cares? She the wife now. She ringed up now. Whitney is no longer here. So what was the relevance in that disrespect? I just didn't get it. So y'all put in chat what y'all think. I ain't about to spend more time on her, but I do not see it for her at all. At all. Kim Burrell is very messy. Y'all remember her triple whopper eating ass with 4 slices of cheese across that bitch? I cannot stand her ass. Let's move on though. Because I been done said something, child. I been said something. She looked like she smelled like mothballs too. I said it too. I hope you see this video, Kim Burrell. I feel like your weave smell like mothballs. You musky, disrespectful Christian. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Moving on. Yeah, I said it. All right, so the 5th inmate, you guys, from the New Orleans prison that escaped has been captured. So they steady capturing them, child, because they chose to stay in New Orleans, so they don't find your ass. So child, he went out here and got a chain and everything. They went out here and got an Amazon chain. They probably just delivered this chain too. Okay, they probably just delivered this chain to you off Amazon, and the nigga done got caught already. So the 5th escaped inmate, honey, is captured in a new in viral New Orleans jailbreak. They said 5 more people are still on the run, and he is armed. They are armed and dangerous. Okay. Yeah, she do smell like mothballs. I feel like her wig smell like mothballs. Okay, so that's him, guys. That's him. That is him, child. They done got his ass. Good for you. All right, let's get into it.
Friday, 10 inmates who escaped from a jail in New Orleans. Another one has been captured. I want to put this up on your screen. This is a tweet that we have there from the Louisiana State Police saying that the 5th fugitive arrested, it's an escaped inmate. Law enforcement agencies working collectively to locate the inmates who escaped from the New Orleans Parish Correctional Facility back on May 16th. They've now arrested 19-year-old Corey Boyd, and that's the picture that they had there of that arrest taking place. Also hearing from the Attorney General there in Louisiana saying captured inmate Corey Boyd is now back in custody. He was originally incarcerated on charges of second-degree murder, attempted second-degree murder, and aggravated battery. He will now face additional charges related to that escape.
Damn.
And so we wanted to bring you this update here on Live Now from Fox. If you've been following this story closely, we know that Louisiana State Police
y'all see that? They steady capturing them, child. They're gonna get every one of them, and then they so dumb because now you're gonna get extra time on top of the time you was gonna get. You got 20 years, they're gonna probably add another 5-10 years for your ass doing what you did, okay? Because you are now property of the state. I guess you didn't know that. But let's continue. I'm trying to see, do I care about this topic? Yeah, I don't. Child, they divorced now. I'm moving on. I don't give a damn. All right, so another body, child. Another body's been found in Lake Lanier, Lord. Let's get into it, child. Let's get into it. All right. Shout out to Atlanta World Star Hip Hop, because that's where I saw it. A body is found in Lake Lanier. They said that something is not right about this lake. I keep saying it. And as the weather gets nice, I think they've already opened Lake Lanier. And I saw that by way of the news, because bitch, I ain't even gonna drive by there. Because them spirits that's out there, baby, I don't want them on me. But y'all know that every time, every year come around, it's a multitude of people that they find, well, they don't find rather. Dead or unalive rather, or drowned in damn Lake Lanier. There's so many people under that damn lake. I keep saying the ancestors is grabbing people's legs when they come out there and go swimming. They pull their ass under. Go out there swimming at Lake Lanier and you're going to feel an ancestor reach up and grab you by the ankle and pull your ass under, and you're not coming back. So let's get into it. So another body's been found.
Responders have pulled a body from a cove in Lake Lanier this afternoon. It comes after crews searched the area for hours looking for missing kayaker Dustin Valencia, who went missing Wednesday. Fox 5's Kim Leffler joins us from that scene now with the latest. What have you found out, Kim?
Well, DNR game wardens used sonar equipment to find that body in the middle of the cove here around 1:30 this afternoon. But as of right now, they have not released the identity of that body. A tragic discovery Friday in the waters of Lake Lanier. Forsyth County fire divers pulled a body from the cove near Little Ridge Park.
This cove slopes from the outsides to the inside. It's deeper in the middle. The body was found in 51 feet of water, and it was very close to the center of the cove, where the bottom was pretty clear and free of trees.
It comes as crews spent hours searching for missing kayaker Dustin Valencia, a day after someone found his kayak nearby.
Well, he launched from this beach area, and the kayak was found just around the corner there on the outside of the cove. So we believe we've kind of pinpointed this as a search area.
The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office says Valencia's wife called the sheriff's office on Wednesday when he didn't pick up their kids from school. His wife tracked his phone to the area of Little Ridge Park. That's where the sheriff's office found his car, the bag for an inflatable kayak, and his flip-flops. Friends say the father of 5 was training for a triathlon. Well, it's still unclear exactly what happened. The Department of Natural Resources reiterated the importance of wearing a life jacket on the water.
My understanding was he did not have a life vest on, because even the best of swimmers can have a medical emergency, can have a cramp. Anything can happen out there that could incapacitate someone. And if you're incapacitated, I don't care how good of a swimmer you are, you're not going to stay on top.
Again, at this hour, officials have not yet identified the body pulled from the lake here this afternoon. I've spoken with several of Valencia's friends all throughout the day.
And their first responders have pulled a body from a cove.
51 feet of water, bitch, no. Ain't no damn way. On a kayak? Something is in that water, y'all. Something is in that damn water. I've never been to Lake Lanier. I have no desire to go. I have no desire to drive by there. I have no desire to call Lake Lanier. I have no desire to anything dealing with Lake Lanier. It's totally satanic. I mean, damn, it's a whole documentary about this place of many, many people who've not been found and are drowned in this fucking lake. And now I hear that they've built some type of water slides and stuff like that. They're trying to attract more people to come out to this damn lake. They done put a whole playground, like a whole, like they have skiing and stuff like that out there, picnicking. And bitch, no, hell no. It's so many places you can go. And of course, you know, with it getting warm outside, it's going to attract many people because it's water. There's no beaches in Atlanta. So you got to go where there's water, where you can swim. A lot of people want to get in some water. Okay. So they're going to be attracted to places like this, especially with them building more things for children, because children don't see danger when they see a water slide. I want to get on a water slide. They want to be places like this, and it's so dangerous. I don't know what's going on with Lake Lanier. I've heard so many negative things about this place, and I swear I will never, ever go. I will never allow my child to go, like never, ever. This is sad. It's sad. People out kayaking and just gone. I told y'all about the man that was in that little boat. He was like in a little fishing boat. And they said that when they found the boat, that damn screws came out of his seat. Like, you know how they have like the little fishing boats and they have like the little seat on there? There were no bolts in the seat on that damn on the boat. I was like, what the fuck happened to the bolts? Who done unscrewed the bolts in the man's seat? Did y'all see? I covered it on my show and I showed the pictures and video. This elderly man went out to go fishing in Lake Lanier on his boat, and he was sitting down in the seat. They found a body, but when they looked at his boat, his seat, they said, was like turned over where like the screws were out of this man's seat. I said, what the happened here? The ancestors are angry. Oh my God, I don't want to laugh. It's like a nervous laugh because this is a sad situation, but oh my God. Oh, Macaulay Culkin, y'all. Let me put my hands on my face like Macaulay Culkin, child, in Home Alone. Oh my God, y'all. Let's move on. This shit's sad. I really want people to stay away from this place because it's not safe. All right, let's get into some Love and Marriage Huntsville stuff, child. Because Kimmy's trying to come back and make a debut, even though her movie didn't do shit, child. She said, I ain't getting no likes, no stars on my movie. So let me move on to something else, child. So Kimmy from Love and Marriage Huntsville, they're saying something about Black women deserve better outcomes. Let's change the numbers together. All right, so they're saying to tap the link and on your bio to learn more about On Your Health. So she's talking about health and cancer. Y'all know she had a cancer scare. A lot of people say they don't believe it, but I don't know. So this is what Kimmy had to say. However, okay, Miss However.
Hey everybody, I'm Kimmy Scott. Some of y'all may know me from my role on OWN's fan favorite series, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Knock, knock! As a breast cancer survivor, I'm living proof that early detection and research can save lives. I'm calling my sisters to action. We're looking for 100,000 Black women ages 25 to 55 with no history of cancer. The goal here is to help us better understand cancer risk and outcomes. The statistics are heart-wrenching. OWN and the American Cancer Society have joined forces to amplify Black women's voices in cancer research. Let me reassure you, your medical history will be handled with the utmost confidentiality and privacy. Won't you join us to change the numbers for ourselves, for our sisters, and for generations to come? Hey.
Okay, so a lot of people were saying that the problem with Kimmy is that they felt that Kimmy really didn't share her life in terms of her cancer journey on the show, which was really her storyline. I feel like a lot of people kind of felt away about that. And then I read a lot of comments where people saying they didn't really believe that she had cancer, that they felt like she was using that as her storyline. I really hope that she did not do that. I'm not going to say I believe she did or not. I really hope that she did not do that, because that would be very fucked up for people who are really battling that disease out here and really going through and having to take chemo and all of that, the things that women have to go through, or just people in general that deal with cancer. Okay. I really feel like she didn't share that, but now here you are, the spokesperson for this. You had a whole platform season after season to talk about and or promote and or show your journey, which could have helped a lot of women or people dealing with cancer, and you didn't do it. You mentioned it a couple of times, and you did this whole, Maurice out here, my libido. You talk more about your damn libido than the whole cancer situation. I would have loved to see Kimmy be in a position to where she could have really, really pushed this situation with her battle with cancer and been really the spokesperson on this show and really educated women a little bit more on dealing with that. Because you have women who just found out that they have cancer and they want to know how to get through it. What did you do to get through it? I mean, you showed cutting your hair. Thank you for that. But what else is going on? Talk about the deeper stuff. Going to the doctor. Show us you going to the doctor. What the doctor's saying to you. Your treatments. Talk about all of those things. These are things that people watching this show, which is on the Women's Network. A lot of women tuned in. I feel like more women watch Love and Marriage Huntsville than men. So you could have really reached more people and educated more people on the dangers and the things to look for when they are dealing with cancer. What to look for when you find out if you're feeling pain in your breast. Is that an indication that you need to go get checked? Or maybe you could have cancer in said breast. Whatever the case may be. I don't feel like Kimmy used her platform. Okay. And that was very, very important for her to do. I don't feel like she used her platform properly in order to promote said cancer. Now you want to come here and do this whole video or infomercial about this and telling people to promote. You guys are on a whole nother season. You're over your cancer battle. That was the time to do it then. What time do it then? Like, people don't really, I ain't gonna say they don't care now, but I feel like it would have gone a lot further had you shared it when you were going through that phase, right? You shaved your hair all the way down to nothing. You were bald. That would have been a great time for you to say, hey, you could have put out an infomercial. You could have, you know, showed that on the show a little bit more, but I don't feel like you did that, Kimmy. And I feel like you kind of lost a lot of people because people already feel like you fake and you don't share a lot and you're bougie and your attitude is kind of fucked up a little bit. You have this mean girl, you know, aura about you. Your energy be off a lot. You're jealous. You have a lot of jealousy going on with you, the way you kind of look at Melody and everybody else on the show, because you don't really have shit going on. You picked the wrong person that you married. Maurice ain't got shit going on either. He's a mama's boy, and I feel like you took him in because you were tired. Your biological clock at that point was broke when you married him. The nigga was broke when you met him. His credit score was 20 when you married his ass. And I feel like you didn't have shit going on. But I really think that people would have embraced you more and people would have gravitated more towards you had you shared that and became a little more vulnerable. Okay. Yeah. What y'all think? Did I nail it? I feel like people would have embraced her more had she become a little more vulnerable in that moment. But that's it, child. That's all. You don't get no more shine on my show. Bye. Because I don't see it for you. All right. Moving on, child. Let's get into some Real Housewives of Atlanta news. Oh, I gotta go. Jesus. I stayed on Apollo situation too long, child. Let's breeze through, honey. Let's breeze through. Shout out to everything Housewives. All right. Shout out to Kempire because he's here. So a lot of people are giving their take on what they feel about Charles and Angela Oakley on Real Housewives of Atlanta. A lot of people say they don't feel like Charles is real mushy enough with Angela on the show. I remember a scene where she kind of leaned in and was like, give me a kiss. And he was like, why you need a kiss? Because that's your wife. Okay, show some affection. A lot of people don't feel like he's affectionate enough to her, and they feel like she kind of drives their relationship and or marriage, and he's just kind of just there. Yeah, some people just that way. Some people not affectionate, but it's just given that he just clocked out a little bit. And people are starting to notice that and they're vocalizing. So shout out to Kempire. He says Charles, at some point during the season, needs to show Angela some sort of affection because the way Angela is always uplifting him and it doesn't appear that he returns that. I see that too. So that Angela doesn't need a yes man, but she does need a partner. Hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta. Very well put. Shout out to Kempire. I love me some Kempire. For those of you that ain't following him, child, go over there and check him out because he do be having some tea too. So shout out to Kempire. All right, let's move on. The next person, Johnny Ward, says that hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta says that Ralph needs to move out and do what real men do and pay child support and take care of their children. Being the cheating, insecure, weak-minded man that he is, he's still trying to make Drew take care of him and the kids. He's pathetic. I agree wholeheartedly. Okay, so they're giving their take and their count on how they feel about Real Housewives of Atlanta. I guess cast. So I agree with everything they just said. Child, what they got you right here? Now it says that Dennis is an active and present father. So PJ. So I don't understand why is that little girl calling Simon Papa. Oh, I'm glad somebody said that. Says that when her dad is in her life, that's weird. So hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta, because we heard Porsha say that she called Simon for her daughter to speak to Simon because she was missing Simon, because y'all know Simon was in the house with she and with Porsha and Porsha's daughter. And he was kind of like a father figure, even though Dennis was coming to get the child, spending time with the child. Dennis is in the child's life, even on the show. I follow Dennis and I follow Porsha. He is always with Porsha and that child. So not sure why Porsha is having the child call Simon Papa. I don't know why. But a lot of people felt a little off-put by that, by the fact that she was doing that. And the fact that Simon didn't even pick up the phone when Porsha called. And she left a voice message, according to her, for him to call her back, and he never returned it. So he's done with her. He like, fuck that child. You ain't about to use the child to have me call your ass back. Nope. So y'all know he is in the custody of ICE currently, and he ain't checking for Porsha, or he ain't trying to call that child either. Moving on. Bravo University says, every time we learn something new about Angela and her family, I come up with 10 more questions that I need answers to. It says that nothing makes sense with her, and I love it. Says that I feel like she's hiding so much. Says she's going to be a great housewife. Hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta. Hashtag Bravo TV. Yeah, but she's a fan favorite, so it don't fucking matter. She came in on this show, and a lot of people saying, yes, honey, she's doing more than damn Porsha's doing. So shout out to her. All right, so another person, Keontae Moore, honey, child, says that the Porsha Shamia sit down was very strange and felt performative from both sides. Neither gets sympathy. Hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah, I want Shamia to stop crying over Porsha and this damn friendship. And if Porsha is not going to be a great friend, then move the fuck on. I'm tired of them. Okay, moving on. Says that I think Shamia did an excellent job asking for accountability. Said that she has compassion and was careful with her words and delivery and took accountability for her actions and came with receipts. Hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta. Again, I would not be begging Porsha for her friendship if she's not going to be a great friend to me. Cut that bitch off. Okay, it ain't enough cut a bitch off. That's my favorite song, honey, when it comes to people like that. Twirl, I came from Jesus. What kind of name is that? Says it. So first Porsha rolls her eyes and make a deep sigh. Then she gets up to the bathroom, tells her that they should wrap the food, then start aggressively moving the silverware across the table. Says it all these are microaggressions to stop Shamia from speaking. Agree. Said that Porsha is a very nasty person. Hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yep, she was being very disrespectful. Said that the fact that Shamia's still sitting at the table, that's crazy. Said that once Porsha gave that nonchalant ass sigh, I would have grabbed my purse and sashayed the fuck out of that restaurant. Damn sure would have. You ain't gonna play in my damn face. I'd have been gone. I'd have been in my car, cranked up, air conditioner blowing, and getting ready to zoom out on a bitch if she would have did that shit to me. And I done took time out of my busy schedule to come down here and have a conversation with your disrespectful ass, baby. All right, so this person, Echo, says that Porsha had a social media tantrum over that. Said that Shamia was still respectful and didn't even say what happened with their moms. Porsha bias. You know, Porsha left that long message where she thought she was checking Shamia and even told her wrong road, honey. Like she was going to check her or maybe fight her if she didn't stop talking about her mother. Okay, so ciao, bye. So problematic. We about done with this. Damn. So problematic base says that why does Drew think that Ralph does very well for himself when she's never seen his finances and says that she pays for everything? Yeah, because he's supposed to been turning in his finances to the courts. They said he's yet to do that. So why they're not giving him some type of timeline as to when he needs to? Remember Martell did that with Mel? He was holding up the divorce because he was refusing to turn in his finances to the courts. Okay. Mel had already turned hers in. Martell was holding up the courts by not doing that. So now Ralph is doing the same thing, which I told you guys, I feel like Ralph and Martell have conversations in terms of how they're dealing with their women. Okay. Yeah. Because why is he not cooperating? If Drew got to turn her finances in, so do you, Ralph. So Ralph is not doing so. And it's starting to be annoying. Moving on. All right, so they said the people that's saying that Shamia is doing too much, y'all might lack emotional intelligence and said that she's expressing herself. Meanwhile, her friend is being completely dismissive. Hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta. Said that this is just a weekly reminder that I'm not interested in anything related to Britt Edie. Me either. Said that her husband or the dog. Not interested at all. Not the dog. How the dog get in this? Says Shamia is crazy. I would never sit and have a conversation with these ladies about my friendship with Porsha. Says, girl, that's literally not how we got here. Oh, that's literally how we got here. Okay. Child. Y'all do it. Okay, this is the last one. Thank God. All right. So Brienne says that I'm sorry, but I'm still seeing straight through Shamia. Said that she is an ultimate gaslighter, and it's obvious that she's putting on for the cameras, using the excuse of being a new peach holder ain't gonna work. She's been a friend of long enough to know how it works. Okay, and you need to go back to school because that didn't make no sense. But that's what they said. All right, about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all can put it in what y'all think about all of these comments. Some of these, most of I agree with. Okay, but I do like Shamia, so. Yeah. Let's get into some Love and Marriage Huntsville child. Tisha, she is acting like she don't know how to do nothing again. So let's get into that. As you guys know, her son, she and Marcel's son, Marcel Scott Jr., MJ, aka MJ, he graduated at the top of his class. We're going to see that. We're going to see Marcel and them's daddy. So he came down from Michigan to help celebrate MJ graduating, and you guys know Maurice's son Monster also graduated as well. So they had 2 graduations. So let's get into this because we're gonna be nosy and be all up in their damn business. All right, let's go. Hold on, shit. Stop sharing. Always when I leave it up too long. Let me pull it back up. Hold on. Oh, so they stopped it. Really, really, really. That's what we're done. Let me refresh. Hold on. God darn it. Hold on. Let me see if I just need a refresh. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Boom. All right. All right, let me share. Always when I pull it up like that and I do that, it says not available. So let's see. I hope it's still up. All right, so let's be nosy. Let's get in their business, child. All right, so MJ graduated. Let's go. All right, so that's their little thing they got for MJ. They said he graduated top of his class. Good for him. All right, so let's pause. So there's Marceau, there's Maurice, there's their other brother Michael, the one that's shaped like their mama. That's their daddy, child. Don't Marceau look like his daddy, a dark-skinned version of his daddy? The one that was on the show. Y'all remember when they had the daddy on the show? The one I said looked like the penguin off Batman. So yeah, Marceau looks like a dark-skinned version. Where the daddy is a dark-skinned version of Marceau. He looks more like the dad. All right, let's continue. All right, so let's pause. There's Tisha, look like some of their cousins, child. They got some strong genes, don't they? All right, moving on. No music. All right, let's pause. This is some of the others, I guess. All right, look like family. They're celebrating. All right, so that's Tisha. Look at Destiny back there, child. She always got to be in the mix. So there's Tisha, child, and then there's Destiny showing up, child. You know, anywhere there's free food and stuff, she gonna be there. All right. Trying to look like Sonny with that hair. All right, so there's the daddy, child. That's Marceau and them daddy with MJ, okay? Having a little moment with MJ. Okay, so here go Wanda, child. Look at Wanda over here in the white. This Wanda over here trying to do the fan song. Where them fans at? This Wanda all off beat. Okay, look at Wanda, child. All right, so we must cut the music. Y'all know what they're doing. Got my boots on the ground. Look at Wanda. Wanda over here. Child. Look at Wanda. Boots on the ground. Look at Wanda. All right, so that's MJ and Monster. They said cousins love. That's MJ. That's Monster. So great, congratulations. I ain't got nothing negative to say about the kids, child. They graduated. That's a great thing. All right, that's a great thing. All right, your parents ain't shit, but the kids, and yeah, congratulations to the kids. All right. So let's continue. Was that nice? That one nice. All right, so we already saw that with Kimmy. We don't care. All right, moving on. Yeah, we don't care. All right, moving on. Yeah, we don't care. We don't care. We just showed y'all that. Yeah, we don't care. We don't care. Okay, let's skip it. All right, so here's Tisha, child. All right, so this is what I want y'all to see. Tisha talking about she making gumbo. She don't know how to make it. She reached out to the big brother, Micah Scott, and he was busy, child. So let's get into Tisha, who don't ever know how to do nothing. Here we go.
So I am cooking this gumbo and I'm watching forever. But listen, y'all, I'm super excited. I finally got the color right for my root. Nobody told me this takes forever. I'm cooking seafood gumbo for the fam because my son wants it and my hubby wants it. And so I called my brother Micah because he can cook it really good. But unfortunately, he was busy. So, hey, I got to do it myself. And I'm super excited I got the root together. So I just had to share it with my social media fam. I'll still got a picture later on. Okay, bye.
Okay. So she did a whole live to show us that she was trying to put some roux together for some gumbo, and she didn't realize it took that long. Well, you know, when you're doing gumbo and you're dumping all that stuff in there, you want all the flavors and everything to mesh, so it takes a little time. You got to let it put it on a slow boil Okay, like a little slow boil when you put all your spices and stuff in there and let it just, bubble up a little bit and get all those flavors and stuff together, the ingredients and all that together. So it's not like a little microwavable thing. Gumbo is not microwavable. It takes time. And the more it, buzz up and cooks, the better it tastes. All right, for those of you that ever made gumbo, I love gumbo too. It's been a little minute since I had some. But yeah, Tisha, that's how that works. Everything is not microwavable, okay? Kind of like your marriage. When you got married, you only knew him for like a couple months, and then you dated him for 1 real month, and then y'all got married. Don't do your gumbo like your marriage, girl. Okay, it takes time. Moving on. Oh, was that messy? Lord. All right, so this is our last and final topic. We were talking about Porsha and them earlier. Y'all know I had to throw a little shade in there, child. Yeah, don't do your gumbo like you do your marriage, girl. All right. Marcel said he dated you 1 month exclusively, and then y'all got married, girl. You can't do gumbo in 1 minute, girl. You got to let it boil up a little bit. Okay, so let's get into this, child. Shout out to the girls are fighting, because the girls are always fighting. They said you have to make it your own. Yeah, you have to make it your own. Okay, yeah. I like a lot of seafood in mine. Put some crab, put some shrimp in there, girl. Put some scallops in. I like scallops in mine too. Put a little chicken in there, some shredded chicken. I like that in there too. Okay, yeah. Gumbo, you throw everything in there. I like some okra in mine. Okay, y'all put in there what y'all put in y'all gumbo. Let's have a little conversation in the chat. Put in there what y'all like in y'all gumbo. How y'all make y'all gumbo? All right, let's share some recipes right quick. But while y'all doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this while y'all talking about that damn gumbo. All right, so Porsha Williams makes a plea to avoid appearing in person for her divorce hearing where Simon or ex-Simon may be present. So now you don't want to see him, but you've been calling him. Make that make sense. You just said on Real Housewives of Atlanta that you've been calling Simon because you want your daughter to speak to him and that you guys were missing him and he never picked up the phone. So now you put in a plea to avoid being in person for your divorce hearing where Simon is going to be. That makes sense. So you don't want to see him, but you want to hear him. Gotcha. Okay, so let's get into what it's saying because as you guys know, they're saying that they're trying to get their divorce underway. Simon, of course, is still in the custody of ICE, and they're saying that the ICE officials are supposed to be taking him to the court and back to ICE, the custody of ICE, so that they can finalize this damn divorce. So let's continue. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Porsha Williams pleaded with a judge for permission to attend her upcoming divorce hearing virtually days after it was revealed that her ex, Simon Gufradia, could be present in court. Now, it says on Monday, May the 19th, Porsha, who is 43 years old, filed a motion asking for permission to appear via video at the hearing next month. It says that at the hearing, Porsha is set to make her case for why she believes her prenuptial agreement should be enforced. Now, in the prenuptial, and I can say it off the top of my head because I covered it, in the prenup, it states that Porsha would not work and that Simon would take care of her financially, and that if they decided to separate or whatever, until they finalized their divorce, if they decided to divorce, Simon would pay all the bills. That's lights, gas, all the utilities, including the mortgage, and Porsha could stay there until the divorce is finalized. The only problem with that is Simon, since he was picked up by ICE back in February, he was not making the payments, the mortgage payments for the home, which now the home that Porsha was staying in, filming in on Real Housewives of Atlanta has now been foreclosed on. So he knew what he was doing. He's like, bitch, if I ain't gonna stay there, neither will you. And that's the only way he could get her out of the house, by allowing the house to be in foreclosure, because once this situation with ICE happens, he's gonna be sent back to Africa anyway, because he overstayed his visa. So he's like, I don't give a fuck about this property because I'm not gonna be able to stay there anyway. So to get Porsha out of my house, I just ain't gonna make the payments. And that's how he did it while he was in ICE. I done figured it out. You ain't slick, Simon. We see that. He been trying to get Porsha out of this house since forever. He done filed so many motions to get her out. And according to their prenup, because Porsha's attorney pushed the prenup to say, no, it says right here that I can stay here until the divorce is finalized. So now they're trying to finalize it, and she can't stay there anyway because the house has been foreclosed. So it said that Simon's lawyer asked for a hearing to be pushed. It said that she argued that her clients should be present at the hearing. Said that Simon's lawyer said that the motion to enforce the prenuptial agreement is a substantive motion that requires findings of facts by this court. The outcome of the motion will also have a substantial effect on how the remainder of the divorce case proceeds, as it may be dispositive. Or dispositive of some of the issues and result in litigation on others. Okay. It says that in this motion, Simon's attorney explained the ICE agency advised it would make arrangements for Simon to be taken to court for the divorce hearing once the court issues a production order. It said that the judge signed off on the production order, which instructs ICE agents to bring Simon to court next month. Okay. So yes, they are coming up on their divorce hearing. Hopefully they can go ahead and amicably move forward with this so that Simon can move on, Porsha can move on, because he's getting ready to be deported. He's getting ready to be deported from the U.S. back to Africa, Nigeria, wherever the hell he came from. And he get him and them teeth, child. Him and them damn teeth about to be gone. So goodbye, Yoda. You about to be sent right the fuck back out of the U.S. because you don't overstayed your visa many, many times. And you've applied for to get your citizenship under several different names as well. That's a crime. Y'all know that, right? That's why Porsha said they were looking over their shoulder every time they went to the airport trying to go somewhere. Okay. So yeah, he's getting ready to be deported because, like I said, he cannot get citizenship. And every time he comes back, he applies for a visa and he overstays it. So now that's why they picked him up, because he overstayed and he thought about marrying Porsha, that was going to matter. ICE was like, get your ass and get the fuck in this van right now. And they took his ass into custody, and that's where he's been since February. So now he and Porsha are trying to go ahead and finalize this divorce so they can go ahead and deport his ass up out of here and she can move on and marry the next Nigerian. Okay. But that is all for my show, honey. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We had a lot of tea that we spilled today. Please, please, please don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the show and all this tea that we put upon you today, child. I know I like to say upon you. Yes, hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Okay. Thank you so much, Sunny Days. Thank you so much, Truth TV Podcast. Thank you so much. If Schoolboy is in the house, thank you for being here, because I know she stops by here a lot of times too. Any other content creator, please, mods, let me know if they're in the building so we can go ahead and acknowledge them. Okay. Please let me know. In the meantime, in between time, Caramelians, thank y'all so much for being here. Y'all know I love y'all. See you, Kim. You. Thank you, love. Thank you to my mods, Belle Wilson, KVR, Tyra, Scorpion, Miss, Rose Armstead, and Truth TV Podcast. Speedy recovery to you, Rose Armstead. Okay. Also, Tyra, thank you so much. I hope that you are doing well with your father and his, I think you say he had a surgery or whatnot. Speedy recovery to you guys. Okay. Prayers to you guys that you guys get better and all of the things. All right, let me send y'all an air hug because I love y'all. Okay, an air hug to my Caramelians. All right, send y'all a hug as well. Love y'all down. I will see you guys later today for our pop-in. Keep your notifications on so you guys will know when I go live for that. Okay, y'all have a great day on. Have a great Wednesday. Okay, great hump day. Let's get out of here. If nothing else, please like the video, share the video, subscribe, tell a friend, and come on over to the Caramel Show so that you guys will be in the know with all this tea that we be spilling over here. All right, love y'all and bye. Let's go. Go.
When you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.